Why you looking down on me? I'm only going up. Why you say you proud of me when you never was? Didn't mean to catch you hating, but it's better off for us. You would've backdoored me, would've shown me who you was. When I said we brothers, I ain't say it just because. One hand washes the others, I kept washing yours first. Niggas tried to kill me cause they sliding for your words. Didn't even warn me, that shit almost got me murdered. Got me holding glizzies, I'm just on my way to work.
What it is, what it do, man. Welcome to episode 54 of T3MU TV, man. It's your host, Niro. You know when you see my face, I got a special guest. I got a very special guest in the building. I got a 2-time state champion, 3-time city champion. I had the pleasure of playing for him at Dorchester 2 years, and it was a journey. I loved it. You know what I mean? I got to go downstate and play, something that was a part of my dream, so... even though we didn't get the job done, I'm so happy that, he became a state champion as a head coach because it was well deserved. But we got the legend in the building, Johnny Williams. How's it going, bro? Ooh. My fault. Hit the wrong buttons. I'm on this side today, so you feel me? But how's it going with you, man?
Oh, man, it's going good, man. The journey, man. Listen, like I say, all you guys, all you young fellas, man, that came before, started the process, man. And it was just a special group to close that door. But, man, that championship belongs to all of y'all, man. Everyone from Dorchester that never won one, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't have been in the position to be where I was at.
Facts.
So all praises go to y'all, man.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing but try to motivate y'all a little bit, man.
Nah, I feel that. I always said that, before, I know I'm getting into it early, but I always said that first state championship team you had was my favorite because y'all had so many dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like you had, and it's not even to say, it's more alphas. I want to use the word alphas. You had Walt, you had Lyron, Shamar. Works.
Yeah.
Once I saw that, I was like, man, listen.
Yeah, we had Shell.
Covon.
We had Allen. Like, man, we had Rich. Then you had you know what I'm saying? Like, you had a young Trey and some young guys in the wing just watching. But that was probably I would say the most unselfish group of young men I ever played with because they all had to sacrifice something in order to get that title. Like,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Walt, we didn't have one play call for Walt. Walt went and got it out the mud. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just put him in the middle and entrusted in him. Like, once he caught it in the middle, go to work. That was it.
He like Cam, I'm going to eat regardless. You know what I'm saying? So,
sure.
Yeah, he going to eat regardless.
Sure.
He's super talented. His athleticism for his size was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And just the fact that he almost sometimes played a big for y'all. Not that you put him there, but the work he put in made it look like he was y'all big. But you know what I'm saying? He was just that incredible. So
it was that. Shamar sacrificing, coming off the bench. Could have been a starter anywhere.
The lefty.
Yeah, the lefty. Oh, man.
Brutal.
Walking 30.
Absolutely.
30 ball. Like, just go get it. Like, but that was the sacrifice. Like, that was the greatness of this team. Works, you know what I'm saying? Being kind of the point guard, the leader.
Yes.
But taking the back seat at times. But then eventually he just worked his way. Worked his way
yes.
back in, worked his way right back to the head of that ball, and you know what I'm saying. You see him pointing and putting kids in position to be great. It was, like I said, I don't care. I'll take that top 5 best team in the city of Boston of all times in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I know people are gonna say legend, but in their class, they're probably the best that did it. Like Charlestown has those super amazing groups. Yeah. EC got them, English got them. But for their era, they was the hardest. They ain't no one harder than them boys, man.
Tough team.
Tough team.
Okay, before we get too much into that, let's talk about your upbringing. And was you born and raised in Boston?
Yeah, born in Penn. Mattapan. Also, family in Dorchester, so right around Oakwood Street. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? Family on Greenwood Street. So I just, but we was Mattapan, Pops was the first in his family to purchase a home. We brought when it was still a lot of Jewish families in there. So Pops did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Him and my mother hard work, did it.
Shout out to Pops and Moms.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Okay, so what was it like growing up in Boston in your younger days?
Boston was wild, man. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? Like we had our own little Boston thing, man. Like we was a big Adidas thing. But then I also got roots in Cambridge, so my mother's side from Cambridge, so I was also Cambridge, they wore Nikes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Boston, we would wear,
Adidas.
I wasn't too big on that, man.
So you wasn't rocking with that.
I mean, I rocked the shells.
Yeah.
Funny, I got Run DMC on.
Yes, sir.
I rocked the shells, but I was definitely a Nike kid, man. I was definitely more of that Nike kid, man. More of that.
That was your style.
Yeah, I was like Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I think. Yeah, I was like Harlem because I think Mattapan's a little, we like Queens, like 'cause we got a lot of houses, like what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, we got houses, like, and I went to these private schools, so the white kids would come by the crib and be like, "Oh, I thought you lived in Boston." I was like, "Nah, this is Mattapan." It was like, "But there's nothing but single family homes over here." I was like, "Yeah, but it's treacherous though."
But don't get caught. You feel me? Don't think it's sweet.
But it was different then though, like you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as wild. Mattapan really wasn't saturated with as much violence as it is now.
Yeah.
There was a lot less. There was a lot of two-family black households in Mattapan, man, and
more of a community. Everybody knew each other.
Everyone was doing the right thing. Everyone had moms and pops. Everyone was either working at G phone company. They was doing something. So we had a real good upbringing, man. But as we shipped off, man, the young blood shipped in,
and it got wicked.
It was always murder pan for a reason. Always.
Okay. So what high school did you attend?
North Cambridge Catholic.
Okay, and you played sports?
Yeah, NCC. Yeah.
Okay, point guard.
Yeah, I'm a little point guard. I used to bust y'all up.
Yeah, okay.
I used to give y'all the business, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. It was a journey. I mean, it was funny because coaching. I always looked at coaching as something I wanted to do more. Play, yes, but more or less coaching, right? Because when you have a couple of coaches and you see kind of the mistakes, the opportunities they could have had, it's like, yo, you know what, man? It's kind of like jumping into education, having a bad teacher.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying I had a bad coach or anything, but just watching coaching.
You seen what you could
seeing what it was like, dang, maybe if we tried this, be innovative. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, coaches have a dictatorship. It's my way or the highway, you know what I'm saying? I like to communicate, talk. As you know, me and Khalil would always get into it.
Facts.
We would have conversations like, oh, that don't work out. Well, if it doesn't, show me a better way then.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So let's work together. So that's what I think makes me a special coach in this, because I do listen to the kids.
Yep, and you relate to the players, not more sense of just you trying to be the homie, but it's more like a, an uncle type thing or a father figure to some others, and it's like, I gotta go all out for Will. You know what I'm saying? He going all out for me. It's like it's no choice. It's like I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Out of the love. You know what I'm saying?
And it was all, every play I got with, man, I loved. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and as you grow, sadly, it's like, dang, man, what I know now, if I knew then, you know what I'm saying, I would have been in a better position to help more kids. But you know what I'm saying? But you grow and you learn, and sadly, with this, everyone's not gonna receive everything, but everyone's gonna receive the love, like everyone may not have went on and played Division I. Like I tell people, Division I is an end-all, be-all. You know what I'm saying? Like
you really got to put in that pain if you really want to be there.
Yeah, and you really have to have some some intangibles.
Yeah, you do.
Like you have to be like if you're not a 6-footer as a point guard, right? Like anything under 6 foot, like you have to shoot that ball
lights out
7-8 feet beyond the NBA 3-point line. Like at 50, 60%. You have to be the quickest guard they ever seen. You have to be the best defender they've ever seen in life. And you have to have athleticism that envies like a 6'4", 6'5" guard. Like people don't realize how good Damon Stoudemire was.
Dana Barrows, even a hometown hero.
Like Dana right up the street. Like
Facts.
right, like I used to watch Dana, Boo. I used to watch all these dudes, man, play at the Mattapan outside, man, and just watch these dudes and just marvel. They would be out in the back just hooping, but like to see dudes that small, and it's nothing more than supernatural powers, right?
Facts.
Like it's supernatural powers because it's not normal.
Yeah.
Like it's not normal. Like I'm watching. I always tell my boys right now. I don't care what anyone says. The toughest person in the league right now has probably been the toughest. Is that boy number 11, Kyrie? Like
yes. I was gonna see who he's gonna say, Will, because I was ready to debate.
Come on, you
absolutely.
You know one thing when it comes to the knowledge and the studying of the game. I'm an apex predator on that. Like I'll go at it with anyone, but like. What that man's doing, and the crazy thing is they're letting the controversy overshadow his ability.
Absolutely.
But his controversy isn't controversial, it's just real. Like right in the NBA, if you're real, you see what's going on with the young boy Jaylen Brown. Like as intelligent as he is, they're not liking that.
Yeah, they don't.
Right, they don't like a man, especially a brown man, to speak up and have an opinion and have a voice. Right, you become dangerous.
Yeah.
You become what they try to keep from us. Like, oh, you reading them books?
Yeah, facts.
I thought we told y'all couldn't
stay
read.
Away from
Stay
them.
away. What? You gonna get lynched? You touch a book if you want. Now we done read the book, we mastered the book, and we're putting out books. And they're like, oh man,
here they come.
Here they come.
They done figured it out.
They already knew. Right, because they was already intelligent, but it was just a language barrier.
Facts.
Now we got the language down. It has nothing to do with lack of intelligence, like people think that sometimes. Like that whole thing they did was they knew we were smart. They just didn't want us to understand, read, write, and learn the language.
Facts. Because then you'll understand what situation you in.
Then we was already they seen what we was making in Egypt. Putting those pyramids together, the Sphinx, like they saw what we was doing, so they like, we gotta keep that book away from them brothers. And now you see his greatness, man, and what he's saying is on par. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just dope, man. I'm just glad that to see my young bull, Dean the man, you know what I'm saying? Corner 3 Dean.
Yes, sir.
Splash brother, one of the original Splash brothers. Yes, sir. He was splashing that thing.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. I definitely was. You know, we had it rocking over there.
Shoot.
You know, just before we get into it, I was mad at you, Will. I was mad at you.
What's up?
Because and I want to keep it real and make it because I want to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real, but I still always had love for you because I'm a type of person where when I'm going through something, I don't make it like it's your fault. You get what I'm saying? I got to jump through these hurdles. I got to do what I got to do to be better. So what I was saying is why I was mad at you is how it ended at college, basically. You know, I was trying to get you to talk to Jelani, and that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But what I realized is, at the end of the day, I can't push you to my goals, fam. You get what I'm saying? I can't put my goals on you. If I wanted to make that team and prove to him that I was built to make it, I should have proved it, and I did. But in ways, that's why I'm not mad at you, because in ways I didn't get it done, and I end up not staying in college because I didn't have the grades. So in all, I can't sit. I'm saying I was mad at you for a second, but I've never blamed you for anything that's happened after. You get what I'm saying?
But let me tell you something like I tell all my players. Y'all always got a window. You always got to invite. You could have came to the gym to put the work in.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it's not about a conversation. It doesn't matter what I say to a coach. Like, right now, I can call any coach and say, I got a 6'10", he's an animal, but I can pump you up. Then when you get in the gym, it's like, yo, dog, I thought I had a Lambo truck. you just sent me a 2000 Taurus with one wheel, you know. So it's like, my thing is to all my players, yo, you can always come back, get in the gym with me.
Facts.
Like you want to prove someone wrong, get in the gym with me.
Exactly.
Because I put that pain in the gym, like I make you better.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem. Like I'll put that work in, like that conversation. Yeah, like listen, you had your shot. right? And it's like, what you gonna do with it, right? Like I can't work out for you, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I tell all my players, no matter where you go, the gym's open. Just because I'm at Brookline now, and I'm not at Tech no more, I don't care where you come from. Still jump in the gym with me.
Yeah. Nah, absolutely.
Like, get in the gym.
And absolutely, and I don't want you to ever feel no way, because it's still always, you feel me? It's still always love, and it's always gonna be love from here. You feel what I'm saying? Even if we never had this conversation, you know what I'm saying?
Always. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, one thing we can do, we're human beings, man. We're allowed to be upset.
Yeah.
Right. Like we're allowed to be upset. There's no bloodshed. There's no nothing. And with human beings, we have misunderstandings, right? And when we're younger, we see things from a young perspective.
Absolutely.
Right? And when you at a young perspective, it's like, oh, damn, I'm mad you left me out in the cold. Then as you grow and you start to think, you go, damn, nah, it really wasn't.
It wasn't like that.
I had it. I was there. What did I do? Right? Like moms and pops can't hold our hands
at all.
Ever. Like, right? Like, so that's why I let people grow, right? Because I'm always gonna be me, right? Like I'm never going anywhere.
Facts.
So I'm like, yo, go out, go test the world.
Yep.
I'm gonna be here. I'm your life jacket if you need me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't swim back, that don't mean you don't care about me.
Facts.
You just swam out and you learned to move on your own. So it's like there's always gonna be love, man. Man, listen, I love all my players. Even when I don't speak, the ones I don't speak to, the ones I don't talk to all the time. Yeah. I love you. I hope you're doing good.
Nah, absolutely.
You know where to find me. I'm at Brookline. I'm at the gym.
Sir.
All day, every day, putting in that pain.
And I absolutely got to say this, you know, because I expressed that, but I want to express that you also saved me.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a situation where it wasn't working.
Yep.
And you came in with open arms, and you know, those 2 years, I can honestly say it was a bumpy, but it's the best. It's 2 of the best years of my life because I got to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I got to we was actually chasing something.
Yo, we was like, yo, know what was crazy? You was a major part of something. Like you was that piece. Like,
yes.
Right? Like and people don't understand that, like, I saw a different vision from where you was. I was like, oh man, that miss you. Oh man, listen, if I had the little homie, he gonna, yo, listen, believe me, because I had that trust in you. Like you knew when I would put you in, I'd be like, yo, knock that down.
Facts.
It wasn't even a question. Some kids would question. You was like, what? I'm gonna knock 3 of them down. No, 3 of them down real quick. But that's what it was. I built that trust in you. You trusted in me. And it was like, I think I put you in a place to be successful.
Absolutely.
And to go back to that, go back to your college.
Yep.
I don't know if everyone is able to, like every coach, not saying coaches ain't coaches, but every coaches don't know how to use the pieces they have on the board.
Absolutely.
Right? Like not everyone knows how to use a dean. Like, right? May not be the most athletic, but can shoot it 5-6 feet beyond the 3-point line.
Yep.
You put him in a position, maybe not be the best defender, but smart enough with the ball. He's not going to cause a turnover. Like, it's funny. We're going through it with my daughter now. She loves defense, right? Like, she's a defensive player, but she wants to be more offensively in tune.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yo, are you putting in the pain to do that? Nah. Like, when you're on Twitter, you're on X, Y, Z, you got one of the best trainers in the crib. Just wake me up. I'm waiting.
I'm here.
I'm waiting for 3 a.m. like, Dad, let's go to the court.
Word.
I already got the shorts on.
And she got the best part, the defense.
Yes.
That be the hardest part sometimes.
But you got to understand with these kids with today, with Instagram, Twitter, and all of that, if you're not scoring buckets, some coaches don't value as a basketball player. Like I said, you got to take that out. But that's high school level. Like as you grow, you can't take away Rodman off Detroit. How many championships they got? Take Rodman off of Chicago. Do they get that 3-piece?
Facts.
Right? Like take Pippen off. Like even though Pippen scored, but take him off of being a great defender.
Yeah, I don't know if we get the Jordan.
We don't get this. We don't win. The Celtics don't win without the MVP is Brown. I get it, but I was telling my young boys the MVP is a White and Drew. I mean, whatchamacallit?
And White and Drew Holiday?
Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
That's the MVP. You take them off the team, we barely make the
Nah,
playoffs.
you right. You right.
We don't make the playoffs.
Because it's been all right, see, Will, you jack.
I'm
You
just
going
keep-
too far.
I-
You going too far.
You take them off,
The playoffs?
they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, you going a little too far.
They playing in.
Yeah, that's a little too far. Jason Tatum and JB can't get them to a playoff?
Nah, they can't because what happens is when you have primary dudes, those are super alphas, right? They're killers, like they're assassins, right?
Facts.
Like you don't say, you got a sniper, then you got a field team that does all the reconnaissance and do all the lookout. The snipers just shoot.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing but shoot. And those two are snipers, right? They got a little defense in
Facts.
But when you see Drew and White,
Yeah, they
they got some sniper. They got some Navy SEAL.
They just it right now.
They can fly it. They're a Swiss Army knife. They can fly.
They just it right now.
They can fly an airplane with rubber bands and paper clips.
Oh
Them boys
man,
is
oh
bad.
man, oh no, man.
And since he lost that haircut, he's a killer. He went to
Yeah,
the
nah,
ball.
he definitely been turning up, and you know it's good to see that. It's definitely good to see that from him, for real. Okay. I know we got sidetracked. Sorry, y'all, but did you go to college?
Yes, Umass Boston.
Okay.
Boston.
And you
Didn't
played
play-
there?
Nah.
Oh, you just what did you study?
Psychology.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm able to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm able to touch your soul.
Yeah.
And understand what it's really about.
Oh yeah, I know that worked for the ladies back before you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, nah. I was focused on my studies.
Well, come
academics,
on. Come on.
Academics, man. Listen. Let me tell you one thing. I was never a follower. My whole life, never smoked, never drank.
Yep.
Been around some got family members that
Yeah.
some of those people, but never wanted to indulge in none of that. Like always had my own path and my own goal. I'm comfortable being by myself.
Facts.
Like which is different in today's time. Like people need to run and move with people. I'm comfortable being by myself.
Look, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
me
what I'm
too.
saying? And I think once you find that comfort within yourself, a lot of things switch.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can't be fooled. I can't be a sucker for love because it's like, yo, listen, bro, if I gotta be by myself, it's cool.
Cool.
Until I find the right one.
Absolutely.
Like, right? And I know I'm a Rubik's Cube like a mug, dog. And I got multicolors and you know what I'm saying? So it's like to put it all together, like it has to be special. I ain't wasting my time. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing with coaching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's dealing with different personalities and different kids and knowing which ones you can really push up against the wall and which ones you got to rub their back and be like, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? So that's a major part of it, the psychology of coaching.
Yeah.
Is like
and that's how it kind of intertwined with you coaching.
Yeah, with me coaching, that's what it is.
Okay. We back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get my little towel, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Well, you working through some circumstances, so I know you got love for me, man. Listen,
yeah, what? It's about 900 degrees out here.
You feel me?
I feel like Lil Wayne right now. 900 degrees.
For real, you ain't lying. For real, okay.
But it's worth it. Though.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so when did your coaching journey begin? Was that straight out of high school or?
Nah, it was. It wasn't straight out of high school.
I mean, straight out of college.
No,
sorry.
So in college, I was doing some tutoring stuff down at the Mattapan. And I started with some of the young boys in the community, little Malik, Fuzz, Chester, Dana, you know, little Aaron, you know, Deshaun and them. So it was a bunch of little kids.
Is this around the time Killer B started? Did you start that before?
Yeah. So this was before pre-Killer B. Like, right? Like this was when we was about to get into the Killer Bees. You know what I'm saying? We had the little Mattapan squad, and I was like, "Yo, we got a couple little boogers that can get it." So I was like, "Yo," so I started off coaching them, and like kind of like a little summer league or something like that. And I was like, "Oh shoot, let's make this happen."
Yeah.
And then from there, which is crazy. Shout out to my man Callie, one of the best football players ever, man. One Young blood was serious. East Boston's finest. Coach put it in the paper. The reason why they wasn't gonna win because Cali went back to L.A.
Oh man,
yo, cuz my brother Dante and I went to pick up. That's his nephew. Picked him up at the airport.
Yeah,
homie came with the
cutoff
with
joint.
The Ricky from Boys in the Hood and just a football.
Yeah,
I said, yo, where's your luggage? He said, I got it. I said, oh. I said, okay, yeah. He was a real deal. Shout out to Cali. But we had that was kind of. I really only had one Killer Bee team, which was crazy. The rest, it's kind of like the Bad Boys story. There was one Killer Bee team. Yeah. But everyone just associated everything after that kind of Killer Bees.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just were screaming it.
They were screaming it. But it was like it was because of me, Killer Bees, everything we coached seemed to just be Killer Bees. But that original team was like Big J. Big J went on to play for Providence, went overseas.
Shout out Big J.
For a couple of years. Dana, Chester, Corray, who else was a part of that? DJ, Fuzz. It was a certain few. It was, but everything after that just kind of it was what it was, man. It was. We were them boys.
Talented.
Yo, we was them young boys, man. We was doing we was hurting the city, man. We was hurting the city.
In them tournaments.
Yeah. Oh, we was. You didn't come to the Matter Hunt. You knew them bees was coming. We was
swarming.
We was swarming. Wu-Tang.
Yes, sir. Yo, but side note, it's been a long time. Well, it's been a long time, and I finally seen somebody you was talking about as well. Bunny Jefferson.
Oh my God.
For a while, Will, I thought you was telling tales. I said, yo, he's telling tales.
Nah,
and one day it just came up, and I said, God damn, Will, right?
He was that dude, man. Him, Hector was a dude.
Yeah, he's
too.
tough too.
Yo, Hector was.
Oh my.
Yo, listen, bro. We had some players.
Is that your time?
Yeah. Hector.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hector, Bunny. I think there was a year older, but it's all that 90s. Like that 89 to like 96, 97, 98.
Boston had some monsters.
Oh, man, we had this dude, man, and I think he's still one of the coldest ever. Yeah. We had this kid named Charles Pena that went to New Mission. Yo. Cold-blooded. Like, yo, he was cold-blooded. Then we had a dude, Lorenzo Gross, point guard. That is just just gotta shake your head, man. The streets was all I can say is the streets was real, man. Because Gross, Charles, like God, man, like we had some ballers,
D1 athletes.
Oh man, listen, man, from Eggy, from Frankie over at Mission, like we had some. It was
top notch.
Yo, dog, it was. Yo, you were going to Mission, like when people say New Mission, I'm like, Mission. Yeah. Cause you played at Mass College of Art, you was scared, bro.
Oh, Mass Art.
Oh, cause bro,
it's sweet over there now.
Yo, the nuns was gangsters. This is a Catholic school, like bro. They brought the whole projects out. Like you couldn't even roll a ball going to the stand. You gotta let that go. Yo, y'all can throw that back out. Like, they had a step team with 1,000 chicks doing Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson. I'm at all like, yo,
this is crazy.
This is in Boston. Yeah, it was a different time, man.
90s was a good time.
Yo, cause it was they had some hoop. Like when people say, I'm like, nah, that's not Mission. Like Mission had dogs.
Especially with Wayne Turner.
But other than that, like Jamal the ref. Yeah. Galloway.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, he stroked that joint.
Yeah.
Jamal had some. It was like that. It was different, man. Like it was, and that was at Catholic Suburban League. So like we had players from all over Trinity Catholic. We had Lexington Christian there. It was tough. We had hoopers, man. It was a good era, man. It wasn't all this social media stuff. Like we wasn't influenced by a lot of different things. Like we kind of had our own style, our own movement. But yeah, nah, it was real. Bunny was real.
And more word to mouth.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. Bunny was real.
Yeah.
Yo,
he was real.
Yo, Boston was real. Then Cambridge.
Talent.
Yeah, Mass. We had some. Yo, and this is when they were staying. Like the biggest thing was kids were going to Catholic schools and maybe to a Mecco school.
Okay.
But Dorchester had them, Burke had them. Like, you know, everyone had their players. Like, yeah, like kids kind of stayed home. Like, you know, like this prep school and Mecco.
Like they made a hit that their junior or
senior year. They hit it, but like they had some ball. Yeah, we had some.
Had some ballers.
Yeah, and you went to the parks, man. You didn't need to do AAU and trap. Man, like, dog, if you couldn't make it at Norfolk, because they had their Almont, you know, you go down to, like, yeah, everyone had their parks. You just wasn't walking into the park and playing
and just playing basketball. Who you?
What? You better wait all night.
Facts.
And then when you get on, you better never get off.
Yeah, because that's it.
Yeah, you better
go home.
You better make all the right passes, make all the right reads. Like, yo, dudes were fundamentally sound. Like, yo, I do not want to wait all day. And you didn't have a whip, so you was jumping on that bus back and forth. Yeah, and then you was going through different neighborhoods, and you had to know how to navigate. Yeah,
good times.
Yeah, good. But I mean, that's what made us.
Yeah.
That's what made our generation where we're at. And sadly, your generation's more tech savvy and all of that.
Yeah.
But you guys don't know how to have real conversations. Like, we knew how to negotiate.
Absolutely.
A brother back in the day would hit you like, yo, what time is it?
Yeah.
And you look at your watch. It wasn't what time, like the time. It was like, yo, come off that. Dudes would be like, yo, you know what time it is. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Dude,
Yeah.
Nah, buddy.
Let me get that.
I need that triple fat.
Real
quick. Real quick.
So, I know those was going in your time.
Yeah. So you had to know how to navigate. You had to know how to say what's up. Honestly, man, like you knew how to every step you went through, every neighborhood, you knew how to navigate. But that's what helped us in life. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's dope.
Okay. No, we got sidetracked, but how was it for you coaching at the beginning?
It was you know what it was? It was crazy. The only thing I did was a diamond press, dog. That's it.
That was your thing.
We press from start to finish. Like we were just pressing. That was like, that's all it was about. It was like, yo, just press. But then you would come across, like, you know, there was a team, Coastal Pops was real good. And they ran sets, and I was like, oh, shoot. Like, hey, they're putting kids in, you know what I'm saying? In the city, not saying we didn't have it, but, like, we was running through dudes. Dudes couldn't figure it. And I'm like, oh, we're playing these other kids, man, and they're pump faking and reversing the ball. And I'm like, okay, all right. We clapping them in the last 5 minutes, but it's a little
way to get there.
Yeah, it was like, whoa, this ain't normal. Like, we normally game over at halftime. Yeah. We doing little dances and stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm really sweating. Like, making
you work.
Yeah, so then it's like, all right, let me just start studying the game and just really start seeing.
And studying, was that coming with books or?
No, what it was, I can always see the game, but it was articulating it to the kids.
Yes.
Like, right, like, because it would be like, go there. And then it was like, everyone doesn't understand that.
Facts.
Right? Like, so you can't put a kid you can't say, hey, go to the dunker spot. Like, right? Like, a lot of kids don't even know what the dunker spot is.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go in the dunker spot, and this is how you score out of it. So it was more of like, now it's going into now I have to be a teacher. Right, and with coaching, you are a teacher.
Yes.
Right, so it was like, let me start teaching the game. Like, right, like I can see it, I can conceptualize it, I see where you should be. Like, that was the biggest thing. I'm quick on adjustments, as you know, mid-game adjustments. I can see it, I can spot it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2 or 3 plays ahead of the game. But I was like, how am I going to articulate that to the kids that they can understand it?
Fact.
Right, and every kid couldn't understand it the way I was articulating it, right? So it was like, okay, I have to do it this way for this kid. Some kids are visual, some kids are audio, some kids are hands-on, right? So it's like I have to tap into all of that And then it's like, okay, word, you know, because some kids I can say, hey, Dean, go there, boom, catch, boom, and the other kid would be like, yo, go there and do what? What do you want me to do?
Facts.
So now it's like I have to break it down so that they can do it. So, and then that's the beauty of coaching. You don't know if everyone's gonna be right, super articulate, or everyone has a super understanding of the game.
Or quick learning of the game.
Quick learning of the game. So it's like you really have to put that time in. That's what the coaching is really about. It's not really about, oh, listen, you're at the head of the bench and you got 12 players. How can you make those 12 players with 12 learning styles, with 12 skill sets that are different? How can you make them mesh and the common goal be the same common goal at the end? Right, like at the end. And then get the most out of that player. Like some guys may sit and they never think. It's like, always be ready. Yeah. Right? Because you may sit for 8 games.
Yep.
And I may need you for this 9th game.
And you know what, Will? I can honestly say that's one of the parts I needed to fathom my mind under too, is the waiting game. Yeah. Not that you had me waiting any long like that, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Some situations that I was in, you know what I'm saying? It's the waiting game. It's not me thinking, yo, when I get my time, I'm going to go crazy.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to go so crazy that you can never take me out.
Facts.
Right?
So so how do you do that now for kids?
I try to talk to them. I try to put them in situations, right? Like I try to, so you do have I would say the core, the 5 starters. Right? So those, in retrospect, should be your 5 best players. So I always tell them it's your responsibility to get your boys in the game, right? So if y'all are playing right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can put you in, but then that's also learning, right? Because every coach, you're up big, you sub a whole 5 out. Yeah. Right? Then you put a whole new 5 in. Then you're like, oh man, I'm down. Or it's a fight. Now we got to. So
it messes up the chemistry or the rhythm of the game.
So it's like you have to know how to take a starter out, put a bench in, who meshes good with who. Yeah. Like everyone ain't peanut butter and jelly. It don't always go. Yeah, facts. Like, so you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how does he match up and how do you complement him? Yeah. Right? Like putting guys on like, hey, listen, I knew for you wanted to shoot the ball the left corner.
Yes. You ain't lying.
So everything's gonna be drive hard and kick that joint out.
Draws.
Bow. There it is. That's it. Like, right? But I had to have the player that could get you the rock. You know, with Ice Cube, man, with Ice. Yes. Ice was kind of like, yo, shoot.
Listen, I'm gonna get the bucket, but if he there and I can get it to him, maybe.
Get your hands ready.
Yeah.
But 90% of the time, I can get the bucket.
Yeah, and I love Ice for that. I love Ice for that.
I said you're one of the coldest players I ever coached.
I wish he could have got one under you.
No, it's so crazy. I wish he would have listened a little more, right? Because the problem was his talent was so advanced that the stuff he needed to work on, he didn't really have to work on.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we're at games. Remember the Burke? We lost to Burke because he had a right-hand finger roll.
That's English.
Lefty. It was English. But he was so nice with his left that he was like, let me just roll it with just make the bucket.
You saying Ice, you could be over the rim, just do that.
Switching it because other dudes couldn't do a left-hand finger roll. That's in practice, not game and that was the problem. He couldn't separate game from practice. Everything was practice with Ice. And you saw it when he went to college, he got like 1,600 in 2 years at Newberry. Like he was on some wild stuff.
To watch him on a day-to-day basis, that's how I was able to stay sane. Him and Kenny, CJ, watching the brothers just go out there and do their thing. Yeah. I was at peace. You know, I was okay. You know what I'm saying? I was okay.
You know what I'm saying? To watch that, I was just like, this dude's amazing.
Amazing.
But it was like, I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have all of that. Because then he would have worked on his jump shot.
Yeah.
And then if he would have had his jump shot,
Ice would have been hard to go.
We don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't even know what the end of that story would have looked like. Like, right? Because, like, freakishly athletic, he was a broke D Rose.
Yeah.
Like, right? You know what I'm saying?
He was.
Like,
or I would say Westbrook.
Yeah, definitely. So things like that is like knowing kids, meeting them where they're at, and understanding. So telling the kid he's not good at something, it's the way you say it, your tone, your delivery, because that could also throw them off and have them be like, damn, man, you don't believe in me.
Facts.
Like, nah, I believe in you, but you need to work on this.
Yeah.
Right? And no one doesn't want to hear they're not a Division I basketball.
You ain't lying.
And
you ain't lying.
And it's like, it's like reality. A lot of our coaches, what we do, we stroke the kid's ego. So when I'm being real, I'm a hater.
Yep.
Right? So you're not going to listen to Will. Will's just a hater. He's saying, I can't play. I can't play on. And it's like, he's only telling you that because he needs you right now for the moment.
Absolutely.
He's not looking at your long-term future.
Facts.
Right? Because there's so many ball players that should have made it at their level, but because they wanted to, someone was telling them, you're a D1, you're all pro, they ended up being nothing.
Facts.
Right? Like, they ended up being nothing, and it's like, come on, let's keep it real with the kids. Like, of course we want you we want you to make it D1. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants to play for the NBA, right? But reality is we everyone can't do it.
Yeah.
So how about you be the best player, right, that you could be on any level? Like I used to always tell yo, bro, you can go to Newberry and feel like you're Jason Williams at North Carolina, because at Newberry you're the man to them.
Facts.
Like, right? So what you're not, but you're gonna be able to come back with your kids. Look at my number.
Look at my, you know what I'm saying?
I was killing, right? Yeah. And all the people in there like, oh my God, you was the best.
Yeah, for real.
Like be that superstar at your level. It's the same thing. Right, it's at the same level, but it may not be your North Carolina and the prospects. But if you look at that, the number of players that are successful from there are limited.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about the greats. We're not talking. What about homeboy number 11 and number 12 on the bench?
Yeah.
Number 9, 8. Where they at?
Yeah.
Right. Really, let's talk about. There's only 1 or 2 that really make it.
Yeah.
Like you can go down championship teams and say who made it and who didn't make it.
Nah, that's facts. And it's not going to be a long list.
It's not going to be a long list.
It's going to be just a few.
It's 1 or 2. Like everyone's saying, like with the hunger, you're looking at Bronson, right? You're looking at Brunson. And you're saying second round, but he was a dog. His father's played up here at Salem. Like
Boston shootout.
Like was a dog. Like McDonald's All-American, him and Travis Best. Like was a dog. But you see the training that his father was doing, right?
Facts.
Seen him not, I'm not sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
If this is what you want to do, you got to do it this way. And it was like, wife understood, like, baby, you got to let me do this. You can't baby him right now.
Yeah, he got to get this.
He got to go through this.
Yeah, that's fact.
Because if he wants it, it's not going to be nice. Like, no coach is going to talk to you nicely, man. First off, these coaches got $5 million deals. If they don't make it, right, they're out of there. So they got to win.
They were.
They got to win like 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like they ain't
that $5 million ain't really hitting for nothing after taxes.
But it's like we ain't never won no conference championship.
True.
I brought you in. Now this is our year. Now the dean and the president's like, yo, AD, man, this was our year.
It's time.
We spent time to go.
Time to go.
So they're like on some old. I used to watch Frank Martin at Northeastern with Everhart. And I used to be like, yo, he had Juan Barrera. I was like, yo, man, who's this little, oh my God.
Different.
I said, what's he doing here? So think about that, going to Northeastern and being like, yo, I'm about to play. And there's some little Spanish dude over there, and you're like, oh, I'm about to cook him.
Yeah.
Then he steps on the court, and
you're
like,
cooking.
Yo, he's ice cold.
Yeah.
He ain't got no heartbeat or nothing. He just a killer. And you're like, huh? Yeah, cuz I'm going to go over here to Framingham State and be the man. Because he's like, I'm a killer.
Facts.
Like, right, so if that dude's at Northeastern,
imagine
and you know he's supposed to go to Miami, you know what I'm saying? Then they had Barnes come just because of the relation. But then that's also when I started realizing relationships with coaches. Because I'm like, yo, Frank Martin must be a hell of a coach. Yeah. For his boys to follow him. Like what he did at Miami-Dade with Steve Blake and all those dudes. But for these dudes to want to follow him, that means he's something. You know what I'm saying? And then you seen him at Kansas State, but that's always an eye-opener to me. I was like, yo, I'm sitting in practice. I'm watching. I said, who, like, because, you know, they would invite you in, and that's when I'm doing my studying, so I'm going to coach's practice. I go to all practices. So I'm going and I'm watching. I'm like, who's that? This little dude playing, man. He look like he's my side.
He got this.
Yo, he's nothing like he's... Like, why is he here? Like, that's my, like, and it's crazy. The first time I seen him, that just ruined my whole thing. Because, you know, whatever we was watching them doing practice, I wasn't absorbing anything. I was just like, why is he here? Yeah. I'm like, who did he run over? Like, who are they hiding him from? Like, who is he?
Like, what kind of deal he got?
Like, what did he do? Like, how many bodies he got in Miami? Like, why is he here?
Yo, Will, you something else, man.
And then when you see him, right, and they put him in the D League, I'll never forget this. I tell all my players. I told y'all that. Warren Burrell went down to the D League with only his sneakers.
Oh, he was ready.
Yo, 250 balls. Let me get back upstairs. Yo, it was like this. Mark Cuban was like, yo, get that boy back on the next thing smoking. Yo, but that's the mentality you gotta have, right? And if you don't have that, then you can't expect anything else.
Absolutely.
Like, right? So one thing I always tell kids, you got to try to build that mentality. They're not your friends. Yep. Like, ain't no one your friend here. Facts. And just part of my language, no one gives a fuck.
Nah, facts.
Like, no one gives a fuck if your mother's homeless, if your dad's strung out on drugs. No one don't care. They only, can you get the job done, yes or no?
Facts.
And everything else in their mind's an excuse. Don't tell me before the game I'm sick.
Nah, word.
Then you're not playing.
Stu.
Right?
You're done.
Because the whole thing is now you're setting up every excuse for why you had a bad game.
Facts.
Right? Like why you had a bad game.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I told you I was sick, coach. Well,
okay.
Yeah. Throw up in the barrel. And let me see, like,
because Jordan played with the flu.
What? Food poison. Come on, you watch the last dance. You watch the last. Yo, and he had the nastiest Jordans on in that. Mike, if you ever tune into this, listen, I'm sorry, we got to get off track, but you got access to the baddest things that we've never seen. And you had on them joints. Those was the nastiest. Like, I don't even know how they got on the cutting room floor. That's how I know
you were. 12s?
No, he didn't have the 12s on during the interview when he was doing the last dance. He had them white joints with the wings on the back, low top, disgusting. Yo, Mike,
with the baggiest jeans.
If you're watching, Mike, you are the coldest man to ever touch a basketball. You're the GOAT. You made some of the iconic sneakers, and you put them joints on, man. Listen, I know that's when I know you a bad man. You like, I don't care. Put these joints on.
Listen,
I got Travis Scott's at the thing. I got Unions. He got all types. He got trophy rooms. Now I'm gonna put these nasty, fake white Stan Smiths with.
That's the worst.
Nasty. MJ, I'm sorry.
Get on him.
Yeah, come on, man.
Got to do better, MJ. Come on.
Those were nasty.
Nasty. Nasty work, man.
I always wanted to say that.
We back, man. We back. Hey, man, the big one's here, so, I ain't gonna have to do this no more, man. I done got the big dog, the king, in his head, so. But guys like Khalil, Ice, we even talked about Ice just a few minutes ago, Trey, CJ, and even others, such as Small Piece, I won't forget, Prince. They're kind of the foundation of Dorchester and
Sticks.
Sticks. Oh, I can't forget Sticks, man. The double king.
Yeah, you can't forget.
You feel me? Listen.
Oh, come on. You can't forget.
Double king.
Yeah.
So having that and building that foundation, you know, it led to you winning your first state championship, not with those guys, but with the new group. And you used to always say to them, to your JV, used to point, y'all next.
Yeah.
Y'all got to be ready because y'all next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You said you going to take over with them guys.
With those guys. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
it started with them.
Mm-hmm. Did it start with when did you get the coaching job at Dorchester?
So I got the coaching job. Oh God, shoot, those first teams, Deuce and those guys, Marcus, Marquez or whatever. Oh, my man, Trigger Trey.
Yep.
Trey, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Now I started with those guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it really started with them. Marcus came over. Marcus Neal came over. Dope. Love that brother, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Neal.
Yeah, Neal. His
sons, I'm trying to get him up on here too.
It's crazy. His sons are at my school now, so you know what I'm saying.
For real?
Yeah. So that's the dope part of being in education, man. Like you see it come back, but those guys. What's my big man? Oh God, he works for
the big dude. He was there before I got there though.
Yeah. God, why
Man,
am I running a blank on names? But it's so many. If I'm forgetting it, I do apologize.
Yeah.
But you know who you are. You too big to be in those manholes. He knows what I'm talking about. But it started with kind of Khalil and them. Yeah. Right? And y'all. Right? Yeah. It started with that. Yo, know what it really started with? That Cambridge game. That Cambridge game. We got that Cambridge win. Yeah. Remember that? Yeah, yep. Y'all, we had to let Marcus' father catch up. So and that started That started Khalil's rap career. Yeah. He was in the back of the bus. Right?
Listen, man.
Right. But it was, if you remember, Shamar, Big Shamar, and Walt was playing.
Yes. That last year, they was Walt was coming.
Yeah.
Pause. Big pause. But he was there.
Hold it. Remember when I brought him into that practice? It was going crazy.
Down.
He was going.
Listen.
He was going crazy on him.
He was open.
Shout out to Walt.
Walt was, and he had not, and it wasn't like he was like mad arrogant about it. He was just doing his thing. He was like, listen, Coach, seeing I'm doing my thing. Listen, I'm gonna try to push it as far as I can.
We brought him into that one practice. He was at you, dude.
Yeah, yes, he was. Yes, he was. And I had to light it up real quick. I had to.
He was going crazy, but it was you guys, right?
Yep.
Like you guys pushed that envelope. They cheated us. Shout out to Keon and Jawan and them. Did some sucker stuff over. Yeah. We go to a home game and it's all Milton fans in the building, right? Like Keith McDermott, you was crazy because your son was on the team. Y'all pulled the wool over our eyes. But from that point on, that's when it was like y'all laid the foundation. Like every group. Oh, Big Brian. I knew it. Come on, Big Baby.
Yes, so, you got it.
So as it was going, Trey, we ain't gonna forget you neither.
Absolutely.
But as we was going through
either a foul or 2 points.
Yeah, we was going through it. And then I was like, yo, y'all broke through and beat Cambridge.
Yep.
Because remember, like, man, I used to
that season with Marcus and Khalil.
Yeah.
We only lost 4 games with him.
Yeah. Because we was on.
We was
rocking.
Bush at the 1.
Bush. Oh man, come on. Bush was cold. Cold as Bush.
Two-way.
Yo, he was the Shobi before Shobi.
Facts.
He was that.
Facts.
Very, very quiet, very cerebral.
Silent killers.
You know what I'm saying? Like just a killer. Just a killer. But you guys started that. Like getting over that hump with Cambridge. Like to me, that was like almost us winning the state title because going through that, shout out to my cousin LD. Going through that, them coming to us, and it was always a 30, 40 point.
Yeah, they was getting to it.
They was getting us by 60.
You know what I'm saying?
They was waxing.
They took wingers from me at least one time.
Yeah, they was giving it to us, and then once we got them, was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Nah, for real.
Never again.
But that's when I knew that team was special, and I knew we could do something.
And I knew, and it was crazy. It was like we knew we had that home game at the Burke.
Yep.
And we tore them up.
We should have just replayed that at the Burke again.
Yeah. And that's the problem. We went to
Madison.
RCC.
No, we went to RCC was the first year with CJ and them. The second year was at Madison.
It was. And remember, they didn't even have us a changing room.
Nope.
This is like, see, when I go back and I really want to put stuff out there, like how the city sometimes don't take care of theirs. Mm-hmm. We didn't have a changing room.
Nope.
We changed behind the bleachers, and it was our home game.
Disrespectful.
And it's crazy when it's done by your people, right? So like,
you're supposed to play in our favor a little bit.
Mentally being prepared, like all of that, like people don't realize all of that comes into preparation, like, and that's the other part of like coaching, understanding the preparation, understanding how to prepare the kids, like, right, like at that time we're doing it, we're doing the best we can to prepare the kids, but it was like, nah, we can't, y'all can't do that to us.
Yep.
We're the home team. We're changing behind the bleachers.
Come on.
Like that's not even. Come on.
Listen, right? I wish we would have got Milton up out of there.
Yeah, and then it's crazy, like, cause we would.
Did you see them in your state championship run?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah. They didn't want no parts of that.
Wow. I know you was hoping.
Oh, listen, they didn't want no parts of that. But to that, you guys knocked down the doors.
Yeah.
You guys made that door so flimsy. Like, we blew on it.
Facts.
Like we blew on it, and we didn't even punch through it. We blew on it.
Easy, dude.
Like we blew on it, and it was like, they was prepared, like little Shamar. Like I keep saying Big Shamar. He was always little Shamar.
Yeah.
That's when we used to call him John Wall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's keep it real.
There's Wall, and then there's the other Shamar. So we gonna keep it real. He's always been Wall to me.
John Wall.
He's John Wall.
So he was John Wall. And
when they call him Shimmy, I don't be knowing who they talk about.
John
I know Wall.
Like we had him and Walt at the start, like, for real, like babies. Babies.
They were the two.
They were the two, and honestly, they were the two. And then we brought in. Remember how crazy it was? We had Coco playing for us.
Yes.
Coco wasn't even in the building yet. We had Coco with us, right?
He was always loyal.
We're doing all this. None of this, man. We love you, Corey.
Absolutely,
forever, man.
Absolutely.
Like you're a major part of it. Like for real. Like,
absolutely.
We miss you. You're always there. I keep your voice message. I listen to it once a week. But but having those four kept it, kept us going. And it was just, then when that time came, Lyron's my cousin. That's family. That's nephew, right? So he was already at Dorchester Academy. I was talking to my cousin B, B was like, the academics, I'm scared. I said, yo, bro, I get it. I'm not going to force no one to because I wouldn't put my kid at Dorchester, respectfully, at the time because of what was going on.
What was transpiring.
But it was like but people don't realize Dorchester wasn't as bad as you thought.
It wasn't, Will.
We had it way listen, dog. We had it.
Yeah, for real.
For real. Because it seemed, we was going off that reputation. But once you got in there, you was like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's lit.
This is really cool.
It is.
We really, it's really no drama.
Nah, for real.
Nothing with the dudes. It was, girls are always going to do that. But even that was smooth.
Nah, it was. I ain't gonna lie. You hit it on the nail.
So as we won, more quality kids started coming through the door. And that's how big sports is. You know what I'm saying? For those that are watching, that are in places of power, when you take sports from inner city kids, this is why things happen. When you shut down community centers, when you don't give them opportunities, it's idle time. So all they're going to do is get in trouble.
Facts.
If you put these things there for them, that's where they're going to spend the majority of the time. Just
Absolutely.
like the MIA not letting us work out. You should have our kids in the gym 24/7.
Talk to them, Will.
You should be like, yo, any coach that wants to be with your kids 24/7.
Be with them.
But the reason is they don't want to do it because you know why? The inner city kids are going to capitalize from that. Right, that the suburban kids, they got the leagues, their coaches got these high school coaches, you know, clinics and all of that. So they always got access to
Facts.
it. For us, they shut us down, right? They shut down all our community centers, you know what I'm saying? That, oh, you can't get in if you don't got a membership.
Yeah.
Like, yo, every Boys and Girls Club community center, if you got a Boston address, it should be free of charge. No matter what.
Yo, Will for mayor, man.
Like for real.
Come on, bro.
Like on some real, because if not, this is why they're on the corners. Then you wondering why we're spending money and we're giving. Like, yo, listen, and I'm always pro blue. Like, I'm for Boston. You know, they come in, they played. Nora's the best. Love you, girl. Mm-hmm. Like, she should be the chief of police. Like, she's the bomb. You know what I'm saying? I got students like Curleen. Like, I got students that I had that are officers now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you really want to cut the violence? Give them a place to go.
You have to.
And let them play sports. Like, let that, and it's just not sports. Give them music. Let them, if they want to be rappers, bring engineers in it and do all that. But like, when we shut it down and you can't do and you're picking and choosing and people are running some of their community centers like it's their personal castles and you're excluding kids and X, Y, and Z.
To 'em, Will,
what do you think's going to happen?
They're going to find some negative shit to do.
They're going to find something negative to get into, and they're going to be misled by someone a year or two older than them that barely know how to wash their butt.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And they're telling them, this is how you do it. That's the big homie. Like, nah. Like, we need to open up these centers. We need to get them in. All these community centers got swimming pools, and we ain't got no Olympic swimmers. Like we ain't got none of these young brown and black boys and girls swimming. Like, get them in the pool.
Keep talking.
Get them in the pool. Let them understand different things. And it's not all about basketball and football. Let our kids play tennis. We got a tennis thing down there, right? Like, get more tennis. Like West Roxbury, I worked at Wesley. We had tennis courts with no tennis team, right? We had a tennis court with no tennis team, right? It was a tennis team back in the 70s because it was a different complexion that went there. So, but you take that away from them, right? Like, you take these things from them. Like, nah, introduce us to other things.
Facts.
Like, right, because once you introduce it to us, you're going to be mad because we're going to master it. Mm-hmm. Right, we're going to master it. They let it. You notice hockey, we got more brothers, right?
They starting to trickle in.
People don't realize we had the first national hockey league was brothers up in Canada.
Facts.
Like, see, people don't realize the history of certain things. If you allow us to get involved, we're gonna master it, right?
Yeah.
Like our track program should be we should be the most dominant track teams in the state.
You ain't lying, bro.
Right? Like, we should be, right? Like, and then like engineering, like, you should be doing these more STEM programs for our little kids and teaching them social economics and teaching them things like that. But back to the ball, man.
Yes, sir.
I come back. Like I said,
listen, we gonna have you run for mayor, man.
Like,
we
I'm
need
a straight activist.
Yes, sir.
But with those guys, man, they watched, they endured, they seen it, right? Like, they watched, they saw the losses, right? They saw the pain, and they saw that I would never quit. Like, they know I don't sit down when I coach.
Facts.
Right? Never. I don't care how much I'm down. Like, I'm just gonna endure that. And I still think we got a shot. It'd be until it's 0-0 on the clock. I think it may be a 30 ball. I think we may be in the 3-on-3 with Ice Cube. Give him a 30 ball. Bang! Then we win the game. But so I'm always gonna coach and I'm always gonna fight. And these guys saw the fight and they believed and they've been there from the foundation. So when Walt showed Cole and Wall, those were the four pillars. Like that, that's the four pillars. And then Lyron, being family, would always work out with us, right? He would always work out with us. He would always work out with us. And it was like, all right, we got Lyron. But then we also had Little Schmar and Allen.
Yes.
Right, coming up.
They were tough.
So when Walton, like, when they was like in 7th grade, they was like in 6th grade. So they was coming through they started watching, they started getting it. Then, 7th, 8th grade, them two they was giving out the business. Super. And then it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, all those guys played. That's why it was crazy. We never had a middle school championship. Because I said, I'd rather my young boys play high school basketball than play middle school. Get 8 games. You can get 20 games with kids 3 to 4 years older than you, stronger, faster. And if you can hang with them, what's going to happen when you get there? And then when it all came, I got a phone call. I remember Maurice, we played Works at EC, but then it kind of just went because, he's BA. He went away to school. He went to Lawrence Academy, did well for himself. Then I got a phone call. L got in, Lyman was like, I'm coming. His pops called me. He was like, yo, cuz, I'm letting him come. I was like, word.
Let's get it.
Let's go. And then, I thought that was good enough. Yeah,
you thought
right? Like, I thought that was like, we had Wall, Little Schmar, Cole, we had Rich, we had Allen, we had Lyman. That's good enough. That's good enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
Right? Because the year before, we lost to who was it? I think we lost to OB. We lost to OB, and it was like
next year.
That was Ty Cleef and them, and I was like, all right, they got us.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. Then the next year we got L, and then we lost Walton, and we lost. Who else? Coleman's my guy, but Coleman also lit that, like, we already had the fire.
Yeah.
But JC, I love you, boy, but you poured gasoline on us because we beat them in the game, and then we played them in the cities. Yeah. JC, I'll never forget his interview. He was like, I knew we was going to win. And that's when I made my boys sit. We got 2nd place. We lost to them in the chip.
Yeah.
And I made my boys... I wouldn't let them put those medals on. We threw the medals away, but we sat there and they had to watch the whole ceremony. And I was like, yo, absorb this feeling.
Yep.
You never know what this is going to feel like again.
Absolutely.
And then that next year, we got L. Then I got a phone call. It was like in the summer. They was like, Maurice? I was like, who's Maurice? I don't know. Well, we got Works. I was like, who? Works. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And not to nothing Works, man. Like, people was tarnishing this young man, and it was dope that he came to us because people was tarnishing. I was like, man, bump that, man. Then when I met him, I was like, oh, that all right, little homie. Yeah. We got you, bro. We gonna do this. And he brought right in. Only one game he didn't buy in, and that was the EC game. He wanted to play in that EC game so bad, man. And I was like, bro, you are not. We already won by 70, and we didn't even play the game. You're not getting injured out here to do none of this. So I sat him, and it was a building block, and you know what I'm saying. But that squad was ready.
Dogs.
And I knew it from preseason.
Yeah.
Yo, preseason, Cambridge. We didn't win, which was crazy. Know how ironic it is? Yeah. We lost to Brookline in the championship.
Really?
In Beantown Slam.
Wow.
Now I'm the Brookline
coach.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we lost to them. Walt did us. Yeah, Walt. Come on, Walt. But we lost. But we was undefeated. Yo, we was making movies, yo. We played Cambridge.
Did them greasy.
Oh, we did everyone. It wasn't even. It was.
Oh, so that championship year, y'all went undefeated.
We lost. So preseason, this is how I knew we was good.
Okay, preseason.
We went crazy.
Yeah.
So shout out to Gio. He had a Cambridge league. We went there and we was clicking. I was like,
turning up.
We was clicking like it was a movie.
Yeah.
Like it was. My man, what's my man that he documented the whole thing, right? So, and it was when I mean it was a movie, it was a motion.
You knew.
Like we knew.
Y'all was in there like we got.
And it was never like we never coast.
Yeah.
Like everything was full
Throttle.
like broke.
And you know how I could tell the way y'all played.
Yeah,
y'all played with speed.
Yeah, like and it was.
Like I'm saying, if I played against y'all, I ain't getting in because I'm.
Listen, and that was the crazy thing. It was like speed, and it was like when they say speed kills,
it does.
It kills, and it kind of looked like it was disorganized, but everything we did was structured.
Yeah,
and it was crazy. It was just happening.
Y'all was
so
just scrappy,
fast. But it just happened so fast. Like our defense, us talking on defense, and even our offensive sets. Like it looks like we was running it up the sidelines. Like we was taking it up the sideline.
Yeah.
And just go. Like, man, we'll go into the trapping areas. By the time the trap come, the ball's gone.
Gone.
Then it's going back to the middle. Then you got guys coming from everywhere, and you're just in the middle, like, what to do? Right? Like, and we had shooters. Mm-hmm. We had the best compliments because work and lights out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
El was streaky, Shamar. Well, John Wall, shooter.
Yep.
Walt can shoot it. Shell can shoot it. Allen can shoot it.
Damn.
Cole can shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had shooters, but then we had finishers, right? Walt, Little Works, Works, Little Shamar, Lyron, Big Wall. Like, Little Shamar, if you was at the basket, you was too far back.
Yeah,
like dudes were in the paint. I believe you, bro. Dudes were in the paint, like waiting for him, and I was like, "You're too far." You're like, "Yeah, dog." That's not. I seen him
play in the Garden, and from there, I loved him.
Cause in the Garden, he gave them a 33.
Listen,
hold it.
I know. I thought the mic was about to fall.
33 with not one jump shot, not one tray ball.
Excuse me.
Not one tray. And then what amazed me, he would hit the ground, flip, roll up, spring, and pew.
And go on by.
But that boy Danny was giving us problems. He had 30. He had a 30 ball on us. Danny got. But that team, that was the second team. But the first team, by far the best team I ever coached. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, because the talent and they understood their roles.
Yep.
And at times they were able to take the back seat. Like they would know, like, Works is gonna get off the first two quarters. Let him do his thing.
Yep.
L's gonna do it here. Walt's gonna do it throughout the whole game.
Facts.
Shimmy's just gonna get mad and like, I'm not playing. This boy Wall, not Shimmy. Wall told me I'm not playing till playoffs. He coached the whole season.
Yeah.
And did one of the coldest things I've ever seen. And people can say they seen, like we talked about Bunny with the bunny shoes and all that. No one was as cold as this man. We're playing, I think, Hingham, on one of those teams out and he goes to the kids. This is after he throws it through the kids' legs, hit the tray ball. He goes, hey, who's seniors? Kids raised their hand. He was like, this is your last game. During the middle of the game. States. He was like, this is your last game.
Yeah, Shimmy Cole.
Yeah,
he's Shimmy now. You know what I'm saying?
I said, what? And you saw all the kids raise their hands.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What is he doing over there? So what you do? I just told him, it's their last game. See you later. Go home.
Go home.
Pack your shit. I said,
get ready for college.
That's cold-blooded.
Is he?
Like, he's cold. But that group right there, 6 All-Americans on that team.
Absolutely.
Allen, Shamar, John Wall, Walt, Lyron, Works on one team. And then you had a baby Trey coming.
Yes.
Right? You had a baby Trey coming.
He was working.
Then you had Rich. Rich's second year blocked everything, time in.
He was tough.
Yeah, as well. Rich was doing his thing. Like, so it was like, then you had my man Keys come over, right? Like AK, but Keys came over and really embodied, what I'm saying, what we did, major fact. Like we had all the pieces. Like we had everyone that understood their roles. But I knew this team was special when we went out and we played Manny, and we went out to DC. And we played in that tournament, man, and we played some killers. Like we played some real killers, and they went out to DC. And they was acting like they was in the beam. It was like, I said, oh, yeah, we took this on the road. Came back with that trophy. doing our 1-2, but then it was like we lost one game in Franklin, 47, foul discrepancy, 47-7. Okay, and we lost by 7 with 6 players fouling out. We didn't lose that game. The refs had a hand in that.
They knew what they was doing.
They knew exactly. Man, we was up 21.
And then they...
Yo, come on. They shot 47 free throws.
Damn.
I got the book if you want to see the book. It may be 41. Sorry, maybe 41.
Yeah.
But we shot 7.
That's
Six players fouled out. Works was our only starter in the game with other bench players.
Yeah, they knew what they was doing.
Like, come on.
They knew.
And then we lost by 7, and Works single-handedly almost got us the game.
That's how great he is.
Yeah, and that was our last game before we went into the cities, and then after that, which I kind of like because that refocused us.
Yeah.
Right? Because like when you're winning and you're going 18, 19 straight.
Yeah, you
right?
need something to humble
you. Need something to be like, oh, because we thought we was Teflon. Right? And then it was like, oh, okay, it's not the players, right? And it's always what I told them. And I told y'all, right? We're playing against what? 7.
Facts.
Right? We're always playing against 7 because of the refs ain't with us. Even if they city refs, they get on certain stages. They you know, so it's like we're in this by ourselves. Right?
So you gotta really play.
So in order to beat a team like that, you gotta beat them by 100.
Facts.
Ain't no
questioning.
Ain't no questioning. Like they don't. There's not a chance in hell. So we lost to Franklin. Then we went in and we played Brighton. We got our first city chip. And then from there, you know, our goal was always a state chip.
Yep.
But it was like we got our cities. And it was like, yo, let's go. And then from there it was like, psh,
it was golden.
It was.
How did it feel winning your first state championship?
It wasn't, for me, it was a humbling experience, but I was so happy for these kids, man. Yeah. Because, like, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? No matter what happens in their lives, they're state champs.
Facts.
Like, right, no matter what happened. And to me, that was the blessing of it. I was like, yo, these dudes allowed me to coach them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything. Like, I appreciate all their parents. Like, they allowed me, they entrusted in me to coach their kids, which is an honor. Like, as coaches, we don't take, like, sometimes we take that for granted. Like, parents entrust that the kids are going to come home safe. They're going to make right decisions around you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, as a player, like, we ain't having no girl talk, no conversation. We ain't talking. I'm not your boy. Strictly basketball. Yeah, I'm not your boy. We're not talking about academics. I'm not your boy. I'm guiding you. You know what I'm saying? We used to have our little tradition. Remember to go get those hot wings? Yep. That's what I said. Remember them hot wings? Yeah, Cambridge. I had these dudes. Wingets was the spot. Suicide wings in order to make the team. It was awesome, on some initiation. Dudes are like, I can't come to school, coach. These wings are burning. Yo. But that's why it's love. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're at now, 360, right? Yep. Because it's not, we can talk about the games, but there's so many other aspects within that game that we did that had nothing to do with basketball. That's just dope. Facts. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, so with those watching these kids win, it was like, damn, like, yo, they did it. Yeah. Like, right, they did it. Like that team did it. They put us on, and at that time, D2 was only ruled by City of Boston. Yeah. You know, Brighton, New Mission. It was like New Mission, Brighton, New Mission, Tech. They was like, yo, we're sick of y'all. Like, they was like, yo, we got to get y'all out of D2. Yeah, for real. We got to get y'all out. But then that second one was legendary because you lose Shamar, you lose Works. Yep. Right? And you lose Wall. My bad, Will, my bad. But yeah, they doubted Lyron, man. Oh, listen, bro. He was a cold-blooded. Yo, listen, let me tell you. Took the ball out of his hands, always been a point guard, made him play off the ball because Shob was my point guard. I don't care. Like, it didn't matter who came. Works came. Like, Shob was my point guard. You was going to put him at the one. Nephews, he already know. Nephew know how we get down. We speak all the time. So it was like, he was at the one, had to put L to the You know what I'm saying? And then, like I told L, I said, L, it don't matter who brings the ball over. Like you're going to initiate everything.
You're going to get the offense going.
So he went in there and he put his Superman cape on. He went into the booth and switched up. But he didn't realize little Shamar was like, cuz I got a phone booth too. He was like, okay, you Superman, then I'm Batman. And we gonna go at it like that. You got Super.
We gonna be the Justice League.
That's it. And, and them two, oh my God. Yeah. And then Alan was like, you must have forgot this ponytail got power.
You feel me? So he was letting it rip.
He was Samson. He was the power was in his head. So he was like, yo, listen, I'ma let it rip. And that's what it was. And it was so crazy. The leader, like the person that really got us over the hump of that, L had something, and so he couldn't play the first 10 games. But little Coco held it down, bro. Yeah? Them 10 games, Coco
did his thing.
He did his thing.
Shout out to Coco, man.
Trey did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but held us down. Rich held us down. Yep. Like we you know what I'm saying? We lost one game by 1 to New Mission on some funny stuff. You know the clock goes out all the time. Something crazy. Lost to them by 1 without L. Then we went up to St. Mary's, lost to them by like 3 or 2. Yeah. Down like 20 with like 4 minutes to go and lost by 2. Without L, once again. Yeah.
That's when Trey was coming into his
own. Trey was coming. But then once we got L back, them games is over. Everyone's seen what happened at OB. Shout out to Waldo, UCLA Waldo. If you know what that means.
Yes, sir.
Right? So Waldo was doing his thing, and our game plan was let Waldo kill. But that was Lyron's first game back, and he put on a major show. Yeah. And then from there, I was like, yo, they're not letting me lose. No. Like both of those teams, one thing, the confidence they had, yo, Will, chill, we got this. I ain't never heard we got this so much. Yeah. Like, we got this, relax, chill.
You feel me?
You like, chill. Shelby, you ready to play? No, like no emotion.
Got it.
Like, Shelby, yo, you ready?
He was always ready,
He was always ready, but like these teams were different. That's the year I lost my grandmother the first chip. Told them dudes to go to practice. Them dudes was all at my grandmother's wake, and I was like, yo, well, y'all should be practicing. Like, man, please. You know what I'm saying? So that's love. That's when you knew like this was a special group. But it was always like, yo, we got this. Yeah. But it was crazy, like the practices. Like, and you know practices.
Yeah, T-shirt slides, suicide, 16.
Yeah, but yo, bro, these dudes' practices was war.
Oh, I know.
Like, yo, it was war. There was no fouls. Yeah. There was nothing. We would run shell drill. That's it. We're getting in the shell.
Let's get it.
Our thing was, I don't care how big of a good big man you got. Your point guard's not going to be able to get this ball 30
He's not thugging us.
He's not 30 feet. He can't dribble at 30 feet. Yeah. And it's 94 feet, so he can't dribble 30. So your big man's just down there being chilling for no reason. Yeah. Like, because we're turning
teams over.
Like, 25-0 runs, 18-0 runs.
Nah.
Like runs. Yeah. Like just runs, like runs.
And you pressed with this team.
No, we played man, and that's everything. Everyone thought, so it was crazy. Commentators, I love all that. They would be like, oh, they're matchup 2-3 zone. My kids would look like, yo, what are you doing? Yeah. Which we want to give everyone shout out for being in that recorded us, that told people that we was playing the zone, that prepared for a zone. Yep. We was in straight man-to-man. We just switched everything. We talked. We was always in help. It was just our rotations were impeccable that you thought it was a matchup. You thought it was a matchup zone. Our press was straight man-to-man. Like straight man-to-man. If you turn, another guy's coming, that's help defense.
Facts.
And then the rotation was there. Like, you know how many times that year refs would blow the whistle and count?
They had to make sure there was 5 on the floor.
Yeah, it's 5. What's up? Like, oh, okay. I thought it was someone else.
Yeah.
The way y'all was moving.
Yeah.
Moving.
Nah.
So straight man-to-man, no press. I don't believe in pressing because I'm trying to prepare you guys for college.
Facts.
And if you can play man-to-man, you can go play anywhere in college, right?
Absolutely.
If I keep you in a kind of a zone thing, like Jim Boeheim's no longer at Syracuse, right? That was the only place that really did a 2-3 zone. Like, right? And then
he always had 6'6".
6'6" at the top of the So if you didn't have that, shout out to D. Bryant. I forgot about
D. Bryant.
The biggest, fakest baseball player we got. Love you, boy.
Listen.
Yeah, love you.
He had some good games and he had some games.
The best game was Brighton when he's like, I think I broke this.
I was like, this dude is going crazy.
He's going crazy. Yeah. Johnny Williams, love him too.
Yes, absolutely. Two-sport athlete.
Yeah, teaching now.
He's a coach at Tech.
At Tech, heck yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go see him. Gotta go show him some love.
So is
Kenny.
And so is Keys.
Who?
Keys.
Yeah, okay. He played. I know who you're talking about. Kenny talks about him. Yes, sir.
We try to keep it in house.
Yep.
Yeah, but but those kids like man to man, so I really preach man to man, you know what I'm saying? I played zone with y'all because we had sticks. Yeah. 6'7".
And because of my slow ass, you gotta say it. You gotta say it. My ass didn't play no defense. Keep it a stack, Will. We keep it a thou out here.
To keep you in the game.
Exactly.
We had to play zone. And we used to be like, just go, Dean. Just go to the corner, just be out, because it took you too long to get down the damn court. So just go. First pass, go. The rest of y'all know the responsibility.
Yes.
He get to that corner, it's over, right?
Clipped.
Secondary, snap, sideline, but it was all man to man because if they go to college,
that's what they're going to be running.
If you can play man to man, you can play. You know what I'm saying? You can be on the court.
Absolutely.
And kids, if you're listening, everyone can't be a 30-point scorer, right? But if you can stop a 30-point scorer, there's a college that needs you. Listen to me. There's a college that needs you. If you can lock down, if you can talk, bring out the sixth defender, as we know that's your voice, right?
Yes.
If you talk, you're talking, you're communicating, you're rotating. You may not score a lot of points, but if you're locking down their best defender, you stay on the court.
You'll be out there.
And a college coach is going to see that. Someone's going to see that. Because whoever that top dog is, he'll never show that tape.
At all.
He'll never. Because the coach is going to look, and they're going to be like 30, 12. Well, what happened there?
Yeah.
Let's watch this tape. Oh, who's that? Oh, wow.
Oh,
he's turning them over?
We got to get him here.
Oh, yeah, we need him.
Yeah, facts.
We need one of those.
He changes games.
Yeah, he's a game changer.
Facts.
And that was Show. Shell
was two-way. We got to throw that two-way in there.
Bush was two-way.
Yeah.
Right? We would go like that. That's my young boy Aaron.
Even Works was two-way.
Yeah, Works was blocking threes, man.
Would you say Walt as well?
Yeah, Walt.
Yeah.
Oh, man, listen.
Yeah, listen. You had a bunch of two-ways out there,
man. Dog, that's all we had was, we was so Motorola two-way paging.
You feel me?
Give it to me. That's what we was on. We was on our Jay-Z. Give me that. It was Motorola two-way paging all day.
Fact.
Yeah, like everyone. Shamar was two-way.
Yes.
Allen was two-way. It's so crazy. I put Allen at the back of the press. They couldn't even see him. Then you just see the ponytail take the ball out the air.
I'm not.
Like, oh, man, I thought that was open. Nope. Sadly, and we do got to apologize. That's all of us. We got to apologize because Tech would have had a couple of football championships, state titles. Because if y'all played, because we, in practice, we would do football, we probably had the best cornerbacks in the state.
Yes.
Wide receivers. Can you imagine throwing it up to Walt? Can you imagine letting Ice?
I ain't gonna lie. Or letting Walt be the running back.
Oh,
touchdown.
Can you imagine Ice being the running back?
Or the quarterback?
Oh, 51 pump fake. Go.
Ice is gone.
Jumping. Even
Khalil out there would have been something.
Come on.
And CJ's just a workhorse, he's gonna be good at anything. He
would have
you
been
put
just
him.
a nasty tight end or something.
Facts.
Yeah, like sticks.
Yeah,
just throwing it up the sticks.
Yes.
Just throw it in the air. Don't even look.
Look, he gonna get it.
He gonna go get it.
Stretch it out.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, but keeping them. But yeah, like we had some real athletes. Like we just had natural athletes like Bush. Bush could have been a crazy running back.
Yeah, that Bush definitely could have been
little Shamar
running back.
He would have been lost. Just put a blocker in front of him, and he's gone. He would have took off. But that's the way we approach the game. Like we approached it that way, and that's a lot of our defensive schemes come from football.
Yep.
Like I watch. I'm like, yo, how are you able to cover this whole field with this package? And that's what I kind of bring with like our football, with how we rotate, and how we do things. It's kind of looking at those defenses and seeing, because you have to be able to cover the whole. Like you can't cover the whole field. Yeah. You can't cover the whole court.
Fact.
Like right, so you have to put guys in positions and trust, and it's really on anticipation.
Yes.
And trying to make teams do what we want them to do. Right. Yes. And it's like, yo.
Force their hand,
and it's like, yo, we're gonna make them do it 70% of the time, right? Like if you can make them do it 60 to 70% of the time, you're good.
Yes.
Right. Like, and then when it breaks and they break it, a lot of coaches go away from it. Like, oh, it's broke. I stay with it.
Yeah, we keeping it going.
Because you ain't gonna make that read every time.
No.
Like you're definitely not.
No.
Because you're not going to make that read every time. And what are we going to do? We're going to adjust. We're going to slide over a step more. We'll step back a little more. We'll jam you a little more. We'll do something to offset that. And then it's like, yo, you're back to
square one.
Back to an 18-0 run.
Yeah, 25-0 run.
That's what it's about. So
okay.
Now, that first chip was amazing. The second one was amazing. Second one was amazing because of the kid.
Did you finally feel like, I finally did it? Because you I feel like, and I didn't even put this in your intro, you are one of the best coaches in Mass. You know, I want to make that clear. And that was for me, that was what was missing with Coleman and Corey for you.
Yeah.
Because that's the three-headed monster for me.
Yeah.
If somebody was to say, well, I would say Corey, Coleman, and Will.
Yeah.
Top three.
Yeah, we dominated D2. Like, they hated us.
Yes.
Like, it was like, okay, you was dealing with Corey and you was dealing with Coleman. Then it's like, yo, what's going on at Tech?
You know what I'm saying? You come out.
And I was like, yo, listen, like, and just to keep it all the way 1,000, no knock to no one. Every kid I got was in the building.
Facts.
Right? Because I'm a terrible recruiter.
Yeah.
Right, so I took what was given, and I made the best meals ever.
Yeah, because you didn't persuade me. Yeah. Trey was more the one who said, "Yo, come over." Will don't mind you coming over. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind a shooter.
Because I can't tell a kid to come over and promise you a bunch of things that I have no power with.
Facts.
Right? I can't, oh yeah, come over, like, right? And then you see kids, then that's why you see university stockpile. Like, you see Kentucky, right? Facts. They don't ever win. They won one chip. Yeah. But you get all these McDonald's All-Americans because you telling everyone they're going to be great.
Fact.
Everyone's not going to be great.
That's fact.
Right? Like, everyone's not. Then it's like, you look at Villanova with these 4-year players. You look at Gonzaga. You know how I feel, Gonzaga. Then you look at Virginia. You look at these schools with different defensive places. Like, you look at Florida State. Like, they're not out recruiting all these top dogs. Duke and Kentucky is always going to get the top dog.
Yeah, they are.
Right? Like, oh, I want to go to Duke. I want to go to Kentucky. You get there, then you don't win. Right? Like, you don't win. Now you got all these dope players that you done told everything to, and now it's like, damn, I can't get in.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, yo, let me go over here, let me work on my craft, and then we'll get them.
And build something.
And that's where I was. I was like, you know what? Yo, they can have this, like, they can have the names, like, and I always said it, no one wanted my guys until we made names out of it.
Facts.
Like, no one was calling for Walt.
What you did for CJ was incredible.
Oh man, listen, come on. CJ was cut.
Desai. CJ's I tell him this all the time. CJ is one of my favorite players.
Yo.
To watch play basketball.
Got cut because he couldn't run right?
Yes.
And this is my brother, my coach,
yes.
who's always with me. Cut him. So that tells you my lens. I got a different lens. So I said, let me get him.
Yeah.
We was over there killing and
Cooking.
Played them, and yo, I need him back. Yeah, you didn't want him though, right? Never played middle school basketball.
Absolutely.
Never was a big name,
no.
right? No one wanted him. Now during his prime, everybody in the city wanted to see.
And he playing in the big tournaments.
Big tournament, money tournaments. Everyone wanted. No one wanted CJ middle school through high school.
And now look at him.
My man went to college, 1,000-point scorer. 1,000-point scorer that no one wanted, did not have a name, never played middle school basketball. All right? Played JV his first 2 years. Did it the right way. No one was looking for him.
Didn't cut corners.
Now every money tournament. Oh, yo, CJ want to play.
Yep.
I'm looking at CJ like, yo, they want you.
It's different for you.
They want
because you seen the very beginning.
But it's like they want you. I saw this years ago,
Facts.
bro. I saw the greatness in you years ago. Now all these dudes they didn't see it in you when you was Agnew Carter. We was calling you Agnew Carter. Like before you was C Jizzle.
Yeah.
Before you was, Mr. Straight Teeth, I think you got veneers, but that's still my dog.
CJ got the pearly whites,
but no one wanted you then. You wasn't with the cool guys.
Yeah.
You wasn't accepted.
Yeah, that's true.
But I saw greatness in him. I said, yo, this kid got something, man.
Mm-hmm.
Humble, quiet, CJ, you know what I'm saying?
Did his ones and twos and earned everything he got, man.
1,000-point, 1,000 ball.
Yes.
1,000 ball.
You wasn't there, but CJ is loved at Newberry, bro.
Bro, listen,
they run out red carpets for CJ.
Listen. Don't forget,
you know what I'm saying?
brought him up there. I brought him up to Newberry. CJ's at Newberry because of me. Brought him up there. Spoke to Jelon. Yo, see, he's the one.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because there was other dudes there. And he was. I said, no, CJ's the one.
He got it.
And he was like, Then he was calling. Oh, yo, see, I said, yo, listen, bro.
I know what I'm talking.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
CJ.
And then things change.
Things change, but now.
Okay. Okay, so now you at Brookline, high. What was the cause of that move? What was the reason?
Just things happen in the city that I don't want to get too in because I love my city, so I'll just leave it like that. It was time for change.
Yep.
Right, it was time for change. Things were going in a certain way. Shout out to Mr. Love. We love you,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
We love
Shout
you.
out
I miss
Mr.
you
Love,
every day.
Yes, sir.
Right, things were just changing in the city, man. COVID hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt the city, man. So, we still did our thing. Don't get it wrong. We went to the Final Four.
Yep.
If we didn't have a circumstance, I think we would have had another state title.
Yeah.
Real talk. We would have had one in 2022 if we didn't have that circumstance that we had, but we had an unfortunate circumstance that really impacted us in that state game, in that Final Four game, and Watertown won, but Watertown,
they took it from
they did what they were supposed to do when they know there was a major piece missing, so. We lost that, and then it was just kind of thinking. And shout out to my man Mike Jackson over at Needham, who's the AD at New North. Gave me a call, told me about the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I was always like, man, if I know the things we have in the city, but I was like, if I had a couple of other pieces, I really think I can build something. And Brookline really wasn't on. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I was trying to stay home. I keep it real with you. That was probably one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make in my life. Because I'm tech for life. You
Facts.
Know what I'm saying?
That's why when I seen it, I was wow.
I'm tech for life. And if you tech, you know what Faye mean. And and that Faye go back to Manny and them.
Yep.
Shout out to you, Mizzo. New World just won the 15 under 3 SSB. That's my little bro.
Yes, sir.
Rob, all them. you know, Rob, all of them, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got the guys, right? But I didn't want to lose. Leave. My fault. I didn't want to leave Brookline. Reggie, I didn't forget about you. You the smartest Northeastern dude we ever had.
You didn't want to leave Dorchester.
Didn't want to leave Dorchester, man. I didn't want to leave Dorchester, but it was an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It was an opportunity, and I was like, to be real, yeah, it's cool coaching kids that look like you. Yeah. Right? Like, because like sometimes ethically, like some ethics that are involved, like, you know, you say certain things and it's like, let me see if I can really coach. Like, right? Not saying you can't coach because you can't. You can only. But coach
this environment you mastered, and so, it's more of already. You know.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, let me see how I would work in a different environment, right? So it was the opportunity was there, and man, listen. I gotta say, I'll never. I'm super glad I took it. Yeah, Brookline's amazing.
Y'all got a chance at a state trip?
We got one coming. Like we don't have one like today. Yeah, but like we got the pieces coming through the system. Like I was there. Like the
Wish Jeff Adrian could walk through them doors, huh?
Oh man, like yo Timmy, bunch of them cats can come through there, but. We got the ones coming through the doors. Facts. That are gonna make their own names.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna be a Jeff Adrian, a Tim. Like they're gonna be who they are. You
bringing that back?
Yeah, they're gonna be who they are. Like right. And the crazy thing about it is when I went in there and I was like, you know, Coach Tucker, Malcolm Wynn, they're legendary in there. But even like I told my kids, I said, we ain't got no state banners. Yeah. Like we ain't got no banners. Right. So like you guys can be the first. Facts. Right. Same thing when I went through Dorchester, we didn't have no state banners.
Nothing. Like,
we didn't have nothing. I remember it was an article when we made it to the chip of over 30, 40 years. There was chronicle, like, yo, listen, like, we didn't have nothing. Now we got 2 hanging up in there.
With 3 city titles.
With 3 city titles. And a Final Four. So 4 Final Four appearances, right? Eastern Conference Finals, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have all of that hardware. You know what I'm saying? Like Brookline has hardware, but we don't have the big one. Yeah. So now it's like, yo, we got to bring the big one. Like, yo, academically, probably number 5 academically in the state. Like, I'm looking at this. This is like a prep school situation.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the facilities. We got everything. The kids just got to stay home. I'm not knocking no one that goes off to preps, and I understand why parents send their kids to prep. But if you have this within your town, right? And let me say one thing. It's not coaching, right? Like, coaches can have players. It's what we're not able to do, right? One of the biggest reasons people go prep is because you can go to the NEPSAC showcase and play in front of college coaches, right? If MIA allowed, because I go to these things, every NEPSAC team has an MIA top player on it.
Facts.
That's that top player.
Yes.
Right? So if they was able to have an MIA showcase and let us play in front of college coaches, our kids wouldn't go anywhere.
Listen.
They would stay home.
Right there.
They would stay home and then use a prep for what it needs. If you need a post-grad, yes, go get that post-grad. But if you let us showcase our talent, give us two showcases where college coaches can come and see us play.
We would produce more talent.
Yo,
out of the city.
Worcester North? Worcester North just won back-to-back, right? Their whole starting 8 is on the NEPSAC team. And let me tell you one thing: they're not bench players; they're starters there. Yeah. Right. So if they was able to start there, what do you think if they was able to showcase their talent in front of college coaches? You don't think they would be getting the same offers?
Absolutely.
Right? Like, it's all about opportunity. Our kids don't need to go nowhere. Let us play in front of us. Give us a NEPSAC. Let us play a showcase, right? The NEPSAC do their thing. Let us get a college showcase where the MIA during live period, during that time, you allow us to play in front of these college coaches.
Fact.
Right? Then you see what happens.
We need that opportunity.
Let our kids play. Then you wonder why everyone's going prep. I'll leave too if we can't play in front of no one. Right? Like that's how they're getting their offers.
Yeah.
Like they're getting their offers because during this time you got 300 coaches watching them play.
So of course, you know what I'm saying?
And then when we're playing during the season, right? There's only the live periods. There's only a couple of live periods, and if we're not able, if you're not on a sneaker team or if you're not playing in a hoop group, they won't be able to see you.
Yep.
And if you're not playing in this knapsack showcase, they won't be able to see. MIA doesn't offer us that. If they offered us that, more kids would stay home.
More kids would definitely be.
More kids would stay home because honestly, they want to play with dudes they grew up with.
Facts.
Right, and then it's like, it's clearly at a disadvantage because put it like this: if you gave me Brewster's national team, I'll win too. like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like Jason does a great job. All these coaches do great jobs with their kids.
The kids.
But if I'm able to get a kid from Arizona, house him, and I had housing and I had dorms and I had those things, and I'm able to get 20 kids and do all of that with what I know, what I know, what I study, what I master.
Yeah, you'll be winning national championships.
Man, listen, Mount Vernon, I'll be coming for you. Paul the Sixth, listen, it's just different.
Nah, it is. It really is.
It's just different if you're able to give these, if you're able to put come on, Cooper Flagg left Maine to go to Florida.
To go to Duke.
Right? No, but to go to Florida for high school. Oh. Because he went to Mount Vernon.
Yes. You don't even AJ.
Even his brother Ace went him. His brother went with him. AJ left. Right, and went down. Now he's at Utah. But if we were able to have these places here and these opportunities, come on, man.
They would stay.
Come on, man. Let me get Brookline prep. Let me do Brookline Day. That's what I always say. We got a campus. We got beautiful campus. Let me get 4 of those houses that we can house some kids, and let me get a national team, a Brookline Day team, and we'll do the same thing.
Nah, y'all definitely will.
We'll do the same thing. I'll go get me a 6'8" point guard from somewhere, 7-foot kid from Nigeria, somewhere. But when you're playing, I love it because I got to play with what I got. Yeah. Right, I don't have that.
It's a more better feeling when you win that way.
With that way, and it's when you win with that way. Also, with it, to be real, when I'm not dealing with a handler, I'm not dealing with someone that's the politics behind it. Yes. Behind the 6'8" kid coming. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And making that kid better. My biggest thing is making a kid and the prep school wanting them. Right, because the prep schools don't want them until we make something out of it. Yes. Right, because if the prep schools wanted the kids now, they would have been taking these kids in 4th and 5th grade. Fact. If they understood and saw the vision in the kid, what they do is these MIA coaches bring them up to surface. Yep. Right, and as we know, sometimes you gotta let kids go. Like with Trey, you gotta go on and do your thing. Facts. Right, you gotta go to Worcester to be seen. Facts. Right, to be seen. Right? If we had but you need to go to be seen. But he wasn't, no one was talking about him. Right? No one was talking about him till he got tech. Yeah, facts. Till he got the tech. That's just what it is.
And the ball started rolling from there.
And it started going from there. So if you allow us to go all year round, right, the MIA handcuffs us. You can't do this. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do this. And I'm starting to think are you in it for the kids?
They definitely not.
Because if you're in it for the kids, you would understand there's only 8 months that they can get better in. In those 8 months, you're trying to say your coach can't have nothing to do with it.
We back. Sorry about that. What was you saying, Will? Sorry.
I was saying the MIA, if they release our coaches, right, and let us coach, and this goes for all sports. Yeah. Right? It's just not basketball. I can only speak to basketball because I'm a basketball coach. Yep. They can talk this 50% rule. You can do X, Y, and Z. You can't coach 50% of your team. Facts. You got to give 100%. When is giving 50% ever good? Right? 50% is failing in any college or academic world.
You're absolutely right. You need another 10% to at least be passing or dealing with something.
Right? So it's like, to me, they need to let us deal with our kids all year round.
Yeah.
Then you wonder why, like, these AAU coaches have so much pull on our kids.
They have more time.
They have more time. And then it's like showcasing them. Right? Like, it's really a showcasing of talent.
Facts.
Right? Let us get our kids all year round.
And you'll see the difference. It's going to be a big difference.
Let me in the gym with my kids all year round. You already see I make some of the best guards out there.
Yes, sir.
Right? And
Ice, Khalil.
Like some of the...
Lyron.
Lyron, Works,
Walter, Shimmy.
What we can keep, like, it's going to continue to go. We got young Chase coming up, right?
Yep.
We got young Aaron coming up through Brookline, right? We got little CJs that's going to be coming up, right? We got the twins that's going to be coming up, right? Like, we got Teddy, Denmark. Like, we got kids coming that are going to be guards, that are going to be guards. Like, right? Like, they're going to be guards. Like, right? They're going to do their 1-2. Caleb, if you watch and get your head right, man, you're going to be somebody.
Yes.
You got to be focused though. But like that's going to be special.
Yeah.
But let me get my hands on them all year round.
And I know you're going to turn it around.
Oh, and it's... But we're going to do it anyway. Like, we're doing it anyway. Like, the strength, the conditioning, all of that. Like, we're doing it. Like, we're lifting. Like, they're watching colleges lifting. They're like, Coach, we're doing the same lifting exercises. Yeah, I'm trying to get you right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you right. Yes, we're doing suicides in 26 seconds on the clock. And people say, try a suicide in 26 seconds.
You can get it there.
College standards like 30, 32 seconds.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you really challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We back. Sorry about that, Will. What was you saying, man? Camera had died on us. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
Nah, but it was just saying, if we're able, if we're able to go with our kids, you'll see a different product.
Yes.
Like, we're doing great with the limitations we got. We're making it work. We're doing great things. But, like, if we were able to, if they was able to just let us go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let us go. Let us go.
It'll be a different situation.
It'll be a different situation because it's hard. I mean, shoot, we're kind of stuck in a hard spot. We got New York. Before you hit us, you got to hit New York. So you got to go through Jersey. You got to go through New York. And if you can't get into New York, it's kind of like turn back around.
Yeah.
Like, right? So it's like we got to give them a reason to keep
back.
Driving another 3 hours.
Yeah.
To get up
to
here.
Come back, Will. Because at a point it was here.
Yeah.
It were. Boston Shootout was lit. Like you say, that time period you were saying from 89 to high 90s or mid 90s, dude, they was definitely coming out here.
We had the players, man. Charlestown was pumping them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then then you see why people hated Jack, because Jack was putting the time in.
Yes.
People was mad. Like, can't be mad at him, because if everyone say, oh, Jack, then do what Jack's doing.
Facts.
I'm not, Jack, no, Jack, what you doing? I'm doing that too.
Facts.
Give me the blueprint, homie.
Yeah.
Call me now.
And you can see it in
Coleman.
In Coleman.
Yeah, give me the blueprint, bro. Give it here.
Yeah, let me see that.
Let me see that. Give me that book. We like the water boy. Give me that playbook,
Give
baby.
me that flavor.
Give me that playbook. Like, I'm gonna do it to the T. I'm gonna do it exact. I'm gonna wear what you wore. I'm gonna do the same. Like, what is wrong with us?
What are we doing?
Like, why do we always want to try to reinvent something?
Nah, facts.
Like, if it works, just do it. Just continue to do it the same way.
Yes.
Stop trying to, I can do it better. Like, yo, bro, it works.
It worked.
It's he got chips, he got Hall of Fames, he got jerseys. He has everything hanging up there. Yeah. Talk his ear off. Mike Rubin, what was you doing in EC in those days? Talk their ears off. Give me the blueprint.
He's the one that's forgotten too in ways. He's a great coach.
Come on, Rube, get it done. Pete Washington behind the scenes with Rube. That's one of my mentors. Get it done. I talked to LD Lance. How'd you get it done? You did it with a 5'6" point guard, Louis Ford, one of the coldest dudes on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like getting it done. Like yo, I'm a chop it up with y'all.
Facts.
I'm gonna chop it up with y'all. Like that's why the young ones should chop it up with us.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we're those dudes.
Yeah.
Like right, like talking to Locke at BC winning chips at Southie. So that's kind of who my pattern's at. Like right, I watch Bill leave Southie to go to BC. Won at BC.
That's great, Will. I wanted to ask you who was somebody who you.
So I'm watching him. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm watching him how he did. He did it at Southie with JD and Depina. JD, Depina is JD, but with Monty and all of them, Raj. You know what I'm saying? With all of them, then he went to BC and did it. So it's like, let me see if you know what I'm saying? I did it here. Not that it was enough, but my time was my time.
Fact.
Now let's see if I can do it at Brookline.
Yes, absolutely.
Let me see if I can do it in Brookline.
And we going for you. We going for you. And we messed up with the clap, so we going to give you a good clap right now. You know what I'm saying?
We close too. Like, Brookline's damn near JP West Roxbury. Right? So, like, we're in a city, like, you know what I'm saying? We just
right on the cusp,
we got that moolah, though. That moolah, baby.
Definitely.
But like, just to get those kids in tune, because they got ballers out there.
Facts.
Right? Like, just to get that toughness. Like, with them, it's a different right? So the urgency with our kids, coaching in the city, the differences, because I know that will be one of the questions. What's the difference between coaching Tech and coaching at Brookline?
Yes.
Right? Coaching at Tech, the only way out is through basketball. They believe if they don't play ball, they can't do anything else. They can't go to college. With Brookline, this is one of the many sports that I play. I'm already going to school. Like I'm already, you know what I'm saying? I got kids that speak fluent Mandarin.
Yeah, that's...
Like I mean fluent.
Yeah.
Like
have a conversation with
there's no more classes they can take.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I'm maxed out and it's been speaking that since, you know what I'm saying, since they were babies, toddlers. English and Mandarin at the same time. Like writing it, and I'm just, so going to school isn't the question.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to school.
It's about,
you know what I'm saying?
Building that toughness.
It's like, listen, you can go to school for basketball. No, you can, but you got to be tough about it. Like you got to want it. Like you can go to school on basketball.
Yes.
They're like, I'm going to school anyway, bro.
I'm there anyway.
Legacy kids.
Yeah.
Legacy kids. And if people don't know what that means, grandmothers, grandfathers, mothers all went to Princeton. So I'm just going to Princeton.
Yep.
Because I'm a legacy kid.
Yeah.
Ain't no other schools. Like you start talking about other schools, like
no, bro.
I'm going to Bowdoin. Why? What are we talking about? Like, you already know why. Great. We got. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a library.
Facts.
I don't have no choice.
Yeah, you know I'm going.
It's like Tariq's boy.
Brendan.
Library. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He got no choice to go to.
Choice. Yeah. Like, so I'm trying to get them like, bro, listen, you can change it, you can deviate off that path, you can still go to school, but you're an athlete.
Facts.
You can be a dog athlete.
And get it.
Yeah, and you can get it. You can go there and be the best ball player they ever had.
Facts.
Like not just go there and just be like, I want to play for 4 years and chill.
But go there and dominate.
And the difference here is, we'll have a kid that all we gotta do with basketball, with inner city kids, only thing we compete with is football or basketball. Because we got 64 varsity sports. They got squash,
that's
alpine
crazy.
skiing, diving, volleyball. Like, they got so many sports. Ultimate frisbee.
That's crazy.
Like they're skiing, they're doing. I'm like, swim. Like, they're
golf
doing golf team, tennis team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, yo, cross country team number 14 in the country.
Yeah.
Like, they get to it.
Yeah,
right. Like track team, but we've never had a boys volleyball team. We don't even remember. We used to be mad when the girls were.
Yeah,
practice.
yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Come on.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Come on.
You know English going.
Wrap this shit.
Wrap this up. Right. But I got both. Yo, I go to a volleyball game. 6'4", 6'5". Y'all don't play ball, no.
Nah, we just
so trying to just get those ballers, but it's crazy. You got my man Drew, who went to he's at Rivers. He was a Brookline kid. Like, you got Brookline kids have ballers, but they just leave to go other places. So now we're just fighting to keep them there, like, keep them in-house.
You can stay here.
Like, keep them in-house, like, right? Like, and the crazy thing is they can afford to go, like, which is, you know,
crazy.
But stay here. You know, I listen to Drew talk. He says that Rivers, Brookline education, same thing, but it's that ball, it's that knapsack.
Yep.
It's that knapsack, it's that being able to go to those showcases. If we was able to continue to do that, we got 3 weight rooms, we got everything, we got 3 gyms, we got everything you need. We got a world-class trainer, the Alex.
Oh, so right? It's not going to be, you know what I'm saying?
It's just like, we just got to keep, and the dope thing I love about Brookline, I'm also able to use the MECO program and get inner city kids in.
That's dope.
Right?
That's
like
dope.
to give them that experience, but not give them that experience where they got to sit on the bus for an hour and a half to go out to Bedford.
Fact.
Right? Like, you can take the MBTA to get to Brookline.
Yeah.
Right? So parents, if you want a great education, your kids young, and they're ballers or they're athletes or they just want that experience, sign up for MECO, get them in Brookline.
Get them in Brookline, man.
But that's why they got a crazy waiting list, but we're right there. We're right outside the city. We're
like,
green line.
Right.
Like, we can, that bridge separates us.
Yeah, the green line. That's all it is.
That's all it is. So
that green line.
So I'm trying to turn this into Brookline Day prep school, public school. Like, you know, I'm trying to get me a national team.
Yeah, listen.
Let me get
we pushing forward and we hoping that it happens. You know what I'm saying?
It will. We ain't running from no smoke neither. We play the best ones. You know, we're trying to get it this year. We're not going to travel as much, but the next coming years we're traveling. We're out. Yeah, we're on the road. Like, we're bringing it to the DMV. We're bringing it to the city. We're bringing it to Jersey. We're gonna bring it to PA. Like, we bringing it. Like, we coming.
Okay,
like, we coming. Like, you got to understand, when you come, you got to have some dogs. That's why I said we a year or 2 away. Yeah. But we got the kennel.
Yeah, the kennel boiling.
And we got the kennel.
Oh, the kennel
with the dogs. They in there.
Yeah.
They in there.
Yeah.
Like we got them coming. The stock is good.
It's good.
They're firm. They ready. So in a year or 2, we're gonna be up and down that East Coast.
Okay.
And we gonna hoop. We gonna hoop.
Okay.
We gonna get one.
Okay. Well, we gonna wrap it up, man. Yes, well, it was a pleasure. But before we get out of here, some quick light questions.
Yep.
What's an album you could listen to with no skips?
No skips. The Black Album. Black Album is best album ever.
Cool it, Will.
That's his
Reasonable Doubt.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm feeling it.
That's what?
Nah, Reasonable Doubt.
Or do you want more?
Nah.
What? Hova. What?
Nah.
He had just.
Wait, H to the Izzos on that?
Nah, that's whatchamacallit. That's the Blueprint.
That's the Blueprint.
Yo,
you said the Black Album.
Black Album is his hardest.
Favorite song on there?
Oh man, I can't.
Oh, so you really listen to it with no skip?
Yo, I can't say. I can't say.
Yeah.
But if I say no skip, though, you gotta put in that Mobb Deep infamous. Shook one.
Yeah. Yo, 1, 2.
Yeah, come on. He said, "Rocky, and stab your brain with your nose bone."
Listen.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Listen. Tragedy that helped him out, man. Say, yo, your rhymes was back and Prodigy came back with some heat.
Yeah, yo, listen. So I'm trying to. So it's that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's. But.
That's it. The Black Album.
The Black.
Okay. Favorite basketball movie of all time.
Favorite basketball movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Movie?
Yeah.
Gotta be Blue Chips.
Ooh, now he got game?
Nigga, Blue.
Nah, they was really balling.
Yo, no. See, this is where everyone missed it. They really showed what the NCAA is about.
Oh, yes.
The lawnmower with 100,000.
Yeah, they did.
Shaq didn't even want the bag.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't even want the bag.
He knew
you gave him a car. He was in Louisiana playing in the shed, right? Penny knew his worth. The white boy, he knew his worth.
Yeah, nah.
Like that. That's the coldest
movie,
because that tells you what it's really about.
When you put it in that perspective,
Coach is on his last leg.
Yeah.
Right, he's ready to get fired. You got friends of the program ready to help him out. How you get all these players? How you get all these players?
He was really before the NIL.
Come on, but that's how they was getting it
back then,
and that's why they kind of, to me, I think that's why they put Blueprint. They don't put it out. I mean,
Blue Chips?
Blue Chip. They don't put it. They don't
out
put
like
it
that.
Out like that because they was really exposing
what college basketball was.
They got my man a John Deere lawnmower, 100 grand back in '91.
Listen,
so that's like $1 million right now.
Listen,
come on.
They gave it. Listen, whatever you want, I got it.
Gave moms a job.
Listen,
and I know a couple of players from here that left. That parents got jobs. At the universities they went to.
But it be real like that.
It's real.
It's real. It's real. It's real. Okay. Favorite era of hip hop? 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, or now?
Did you really put now up there?
I know. For you, I know you're not feeling that now.
I gotta say, it's the you gotta go from 92 to 2000. You got I'll say 93, 94 the best ever because you got Illmatic.
Yes.
Right? You got Illmatic, you got that all that, just not saying in chronological order. You got Cadillac, Funky Music, you got Outkast.
Okay, Outkast.
People forgot about Outkast.
Yeah.
You got Biggie.
Yep.
You got people forgot Craig Mack was that.
Mack was tough.
Like you had that whole bad boy era.
Yeah.
You had Jay-Z on the low. Then you know what I'm saying? Then you go into X. You go into
he's different.
Then you had Mobb Deep. Like so it was. Yeah, it was, and then you also had the Locks was young.
Yeah, the Locks
doing their thing. Then they just came out, so it's like that era, that 90, 92. Didn't forget about Scarface. Then you got to think about Ghetto Boys.
Yep.
Then you got to you can go down Texas.
Bro, was you a Rakim fan?
Oh, come on, man. Rakim's he's that dude. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's the GOAT.
Was you into Cool G Rapper too?
Cool G Rap was gangster.
Yeah, Cool G Rap was.
Cool G Rap smacked somebody, choked them up. He was robbing people when we wasn't supposed to be robbing people. Like Cool G Rap was that era. But but my guys were like that Mobb Deep.
Yep.
Jay. You know what I'm saying? Biggie. Like people forget how talented, but. One of the best no one ever talks about was that Puerto Rican man from the Brizonks, dog.
Fat Joe?
No.
Oh, Big Pun.
Come on.
Dog. Pun was.
I got the Mac in the back of the act. Why you think I got an act? Come on, baby.
You know what I'm saying? He was definitely.
So you had that era. Then you had that NWA Eazy-E. People forget how cold Ice Cube was. Ooh.
Has what they say his song and Pac's song the best diss records ever.
Yeah, no Vaseline was disrespectful.
Very.
I mean, I was a Pac. I was a Pac, but not a Pac. Like you know what I'm saying? Pac was dope because Pac had passion. Right?
You love what he stood for.
Yeah, so Pac is like me, like that passion and that.
Yeah.
That's I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna ride out. But yeah.
Good times.
Great times.
Okay, last question. Which team is the better team, or which team you choosing?
Yep.
Your championship team or either Dorchester groups I've played on?
Oh, man.
No, this is the real question. Who would win? My group, you could pick either one, that 13 or that 14. versus any one of your state championships. I say, people
what do you
kill
say?
me when
What
I
do you
say
say?
this.
What do you say?
I say we lose because they're just too, for me, they're too fast. Like, with that group, CJ's working. With us, CJ's working OD hard. Ice is working hard. Khalil's going to have to work hard because of the guard play is heavy.
All right, so let's so I'm gonna let everyone make their own opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna break it down.
Yeah.
Who's sticking ice on that team?
Well, you put works on them. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's the matchup.
He can't do it.
Yeah, you don't think so?
Ice is too strong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he can hold Ice because I want Ice to come get me now.
No. But I'm saying works. But see, works IQ. He's gonna work. He's gonna work Ice a different way. But Ice, just athleticism, just his ability to get to the hole.
Yeah,
he's gonna get to the hole, and he's a dog.
Yes, he is.
He's an alpha.
Ice is killing you to R&B music.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Yeah.
He's not listening to rap.
Yeah, he got.
Ice is dogging you to R&B music.
He got some Usher playing.
Yeah,
slow
bro.
jam. Keith Sweat.
But he's still a dog.
He's still a dog. Then
he got that old school tool.
See, Larry's gonna kill CJ.
Yeah, I mean that I ain't gonna do my dog like that. They gonna have to go at it. You know what I'm saying? You could say that because you the coach.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna do my dog CJ like that.
CJ, I love you. Come on, C Jizzle. I gave you that name, C Jizzle. Come on. L's working you.
I know,
but you gonna hit a couple of buckets.
That's what I'm saying.
But don't forget, CJ, you became C Jizzle in college.
Yeah.
L was that dude in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Then Sticks is gonna dominate Walt.
Yeah.
But Walt,
damn, you putting Walt on Sticks? I mean, he is gonna put. He might push him around though.
Who may have to? Sticks was. Yo,
Sticks gonna get there, but you can't let him.
Sticks did one of the coldest things. Remember, he dunked and saluted his pops.
We
ain't gonna go there.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go there. But listen,
so you think he's gonna get pushed around if he's doing that?
I ain't saying he's soft, but I ain't saying Walt soft neither.
But Walt ain't pushing Sticks. Yo,
yeah.
Do you remember that day? Think about no one's pushing Sticks around if he's doing that.
Yeah,
So Sticks gonna eliminate Walt. Right now, it's between Ice and Works. Right? We didn't have no one for Little Shamar.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have no one for Little Shamar.
No, unless you combine the two teams and then you give Bush and you put Bush on him or something.
You can't combine
the
two teams.
You can't.
We didn't have no one for Little Shamar.
No,
like we had nobody.
That's what I'm saying, Will.
We had no one for Little
Shamar.
There's gonna be gaps. So
there's gonna be gaps.
They're gonna say Little Shamar, but who we got for Khalil?
Yeah,
Shelby can't.
There's nothing.
Mid range is assassin,
and you know whoever little one, he bringing them down low. You feel me?
But you know Lil, his back gonna give out.
Did you listen? He gonna need a break at some point in the game. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna need a break. Yo, chill out, Jizz.
Yeah, man.
You gonna chill. God, y'all team was. If I had y'all team now,
yeah,
I may be able to play in Geico.
Yeah, we three-peating.
Yeah. That may
we three-peating.
That may be a Geico team. Did we have D. Bryant?
D. Bryant was that first year I came in.
That's also.
I'm telling you,
he's a big old goofball. Yeah, you got D. Bryant. You got Trey.
Listen, no, I don't think y'all got nobody for Trey. I'm sorry, nobody. No.
Wall?
Nah. Walt gonna make Wall. Nah, I thought you said Walt.
No.
Walt gonna make Trey work.
No, Walt's gonna be on. He's gonna be on Sticks. No one's gonna be able to handle Shimmy. Yo.
Now, of course.
Yo, know what's so crazy? I got 3 lefties on that team.
Yeah, Lyron, him,
Shimmy, and Little Shamar.
Yeah,
I got 3 lefties.
Yeah,
and you can't win a chip without a lefty. We didn't have a lefty
at all.
Ice was a lefty just because he was nice with it.
Yeah, he was there pedestrian.
Yeah.
So who you going with? Who you going with?
I don't know. It's different eras. That team was cold, though.
I'm telling you, I know.
That team was cold.
Just a tempo I know y'all could be able to play at, and y'all could slow it down at any time. Y'all could speed it up.
We can shoot that puck though. You were like the only shooter.
Yeah.
And that would be
But you
hard
got
for
Allen.
No, for y'all. It would be hard for y'all to. It'll be hard for you to stay on the court.
I already done chalked that up. CJ, come on, bro.
So that's gonna be kind of our Achilles heel.
Yeah, because
they're gonna be able to shoot. Yeah, Works will just step over half and let that fly. Huh? Shimmy gonna let and. Yeah.
So you know what you leaning towards.
And know what's so crazy? Shelby's gonna as much as Leo gonna try to work Shelby gonna be turning him. He gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You gonna
make him work.
And then we gonna run through that ball and it ain't no. I don't know, but then you got Sticks chasing behind you.
Listen, erasing a lot of them.
And you don't know where Ice is at, so you looking because he coming. Then you got big old strong DP just being DP though.
He DP, gonna use them fouls.
DP, you never told us your dog's name, man. You disrespectful. But yes, I don't.
I know what you leaning towards, man.
That first team that y'all was legendary.
Definitely. I would honestly say.
But
you got to, Will. They champions. They won it.
Yo, hold it.
I'm gonna go with my team, but we know.
Here's the thing: Are we letting Kenny play?
If let's let Kenny play.
Y'all won. I'm going with y'all.
You for real?
Are you serious? Kenny's a madman.
Yeah, he
Assassin.
is. Nah, Kenny be trying to be mad humble. I be trying to tell him like, bro,
listen to what I'm saying. Sticks and Kenny on the blocks. Khalil, Ice.
And CJ?
And C Jizzle?
Yeah.
That 5 is crazy. Now the drop off is the bench.
It's us, cause we mad slow.
The bench.
We mad slow off the bench. Y'all gonna have to keep up a pace and you're gonna have to bring me in one at a time and whoever at one at a time.
Add in Madman, Mad Max.
Yeah, bro. Kenny was something special.
Kenny was
special.
Yeah.
Definitely got to get him up here as well since he doing his coaching thing.
Yeah. So I mean,
you gonna go?
Nah, know who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with my Brookline team.
Oh, that's what you gonna pull.
I'm gonna go with my.
You gonna go with your Brookline
team?
Okay.
With my young Bucks right now, baby. We all smash.
I know we'll run through them real quick.
Going with my young Brookline team. I'm gonna keep it at Brookline. So,
okay.
So hey, listen, y'all will have to strap up and play to figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna. I can't put y'all against one another.
And if we're gonna do that, let me know a month or two ahead. I need to start running.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I can't put my Tech boys against
each other.
So I gotta go with Brookline.
Okay.
I'm a Warrior right now.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's the team, the Warriors, huh?
Warriors right now.
Okay, man. Well, I appreciate you for coming up here on T3MU TV. It was a pleasure, man. You kept me laughing. It was good, man. It's been a while since I saw you, so
yeah,
it's been good, man. It's been good. I'm happy to.
Yo, listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I always tell y'all my number's never changing.
Absolutely.
So it's always.
And I'm glad I ran in the swill that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He hooked it up and
number one ref in America, Swiss Willie.
Yes.
Swill, my guy. Never gave me a call though. What a sucker.
Come on, Swill.
How's he my brother and don't give me no call?
No calls?
Like, yo, bro, we was playing in real quick. We was playing in Cathedral.
Yeah.
Yo, the players looked at me was like, I thought he was your man. Not, his whistle did not work. Yeah. I was look like, yo, bro, you gonna blow the whistle?
At least what?
Like blow the whistle.
Yo.
City championship. Swill not blowing the whistle.
Come on, Swill.
Come on, bro. Funny style.
Well, man. I appreciate you for coming up here. You a legend in the city. Don't let nobody tell you different.
Man, I'm just trying to do what I do, baby.
Yes, and you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Keep inspiring the youth.
Oh, yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. It was a pleasure having you up here. It was a pleasure playing for you, man.
Yes,
you know, like I said, man, those were some of the best times of my life. You know, I'm an elephant when it comes to those moments. I never forget. You know.
God.
Yeah.
Dope,
so.
Dope.
Appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all
you.
like, comment, subscribe, man.
Yes, sir.
Episode 54 with the legend, man. I ain't gonna let it down, dog. This is Will. I messed up on the claps early. We gonna throw it up for my man again. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love and appreciate you, bro. And hopefully this ain't our last time on here.
Oh, hell no.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See y'all next episode, man. Peace.